Good evening, gamers. Welcome back to Hellstorm Wargaming. Welcome to this Friday evening show. I hope you're all doing well. My name's Mikey. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'm actually an hour early. I'm a whole hour early. Not even just half an hour, half a bit early. Not even a minute early. Not even on time. I'm actually an hour early. Okay. I'm tempted to bring the Friday streams back to 7 rather than 8. I'm tempted to bring them to around 7 PM to line it with my Monday. So welcome. I hope you're all doing. We've got a lot to talk about tonight. I'm filing lawsuits. I'm filing the lawsuit, okay? Potentially, allegedly. And we're also got some 40k faction ranking to do. So that's the plan tonight, okay? Should be really fun. So thanks so much for tuning in. Hope you're all doing well. If you are watching, let me know who you are, where you're watching from. I know I went on live like an hour early, and for an hour early I went on time, so I went on live on the hour. So I know it's crazy for people to actually realise when I do those sort of things. So welcome. Hello. Let me know who you are, where you're watching from. We've got a lot to discuss. We've got a scam grifting Kickstarter to talk about. They're the other people's words, not mine specifically. And we're going to be talking about the factions, the ranking of factions, but we're going to rank them in a fun way. Okay. He's early. Well done, Mercenary. Thank you, mate. Thank you. This is the last stream before December. This is the last stream before December where I go live every single day. Okay. I'll be live every single day in December. As you can see, it's called Live Every Day December. Because I'm live every day in December, chat. That's like a really funny joke. That's a really good joke. I don't know if you knew. But we're going to be hopefully looking at the new attachments. So I'm going to be live every single day. And if I am not live on one of those days, I'll gift 5 members to the channel. Okay? I'll give 5 members if I'm not live in the next stream. Okay? So that's the plan, and it's going to be separate streams. So I'm not going to be like, oh, I streamed over midnight, so that counts as a stream. It's going to be 2 separate streams. So welcome. Good day, Walking Death. How are you? Jordan McKellar. Hello, mate. How are you doing? Welcome. Good day. Will you do a faction ranking at the end of December after the 30 detachments? Probably. I'm Zap and watching from Scotland. Hey Zap, how are you? How you doing? Thanks for tuning in. SpongeGate, yeah, we're gonna talk about SpongeGate. I'm Mercenary and I'm watching from the Scottish wilderness. That's a different answer, you must have moved. Someone needs to run a book on shortest and longest streams. Okay, listen. I said what I said, alright? I'll stream every day. If I'm streaming for 1 second, that still counts. Alright? But I will be live every single day. You'll see me, I'll be there, and then I'll go. All right? But I am planning to stream every single day. That's the plan. I just had to order a large woke t-shirt. That'd be loose fit for sure, but couldn't resist. Yeah, that's probably your first one. Thank you, Mr. Glittery. Appreciate it. I should probably remind you all that it is Black Friday. Okay. Spoiler alert for what we're going to do. If you go to hellstormwargaming.co.uk/shop, or just hellstormwargaming.co.uk, okay? If you need an account, okay? You do need an account, but the accounts are free, okay? You need to log in, basically. Everything's on sale, all right? As you can see, t-shirts are almost half price. Dice trades are on sale. These t-shirts are basically half price. Okay, markers are half price. Oh, not half price, discounted, sorry. Objectives are discounted, dice are discounted. And chat, okay, not only is everything 20% off or more on most products, okay, pretty much every product. These ones aren't, but they're made to order. All of these are discounted, okay, they're 20% off. Also, if you go to the cart, okay, and you are a member and you input the secret code that I've dropped in the Discord, I suppose my Discord in chat, okay, if you drop the secret code, which is in the members vlog chat, you actually get an additional 15% off your cart. So not only am I doing 20% off, I'm doing an additional 15% off for members, okay? I said on the video, it was like 35%. It's actually not 35%. I think it's something like 32% off, because it's 15% off the total. I think. Let me figure it out. If something's £100 and it's got 20% off, that's £80. If that's then got 15% off, then it's got £12 instead of 15. Right? That's how that works. Okay. So it's not 35% off, it's like 32%. I worked it out. Nailed it. Nailed it. Do you see that quick maths? I smashed it. The code is help me, I'm destitute. So basically, I will be honest, chat. I've got a couple of announcements to go over tonight. I've got a couple of announcements. One of them I can reveal tonight. One of them I can't talk about just yet, but things are in motion. And I'll be honest, clearing out merch is going to be like super important. Okay. One for future plans and two for new merch ideas. Okay. But I need to get the other stuff. It's Black Friday, you know what I mean? Everyone's having a sale. Me too. All right. Hashtag me too. The blue balls. I know I don't like announcing an announcement, but I am announcing something today. Okay. I'm not announcing multiple things today, but there are more announcements in the future. But you could say that about anything, right? You could say there's always going to be an announcement at any time in the future. So yeah, so we got some stuff to go over. Okay. We got some stuff to go over. The first announcement, which the Parasocial Gang already know. Okay. The Parasocial Gang already know. I am, you know, whilst we're talking about Black Friday and begging for money and stuff, and like me begging for money, if you don't buy anything, that's fine, because soon, as in hopefully next week, all right, I'm doing a charity stream in cooperation with the Jingle Jam. You might have heard of the Jingle Jam. As you can see, it's the 2024 Jingle Jam that I'm involved with. So hopefully next week, I've just got to do some final preparations for it. Okay. They've asked me, yes, me, to be involved with Jingle Jam 2024. Okay. Mikey's gone Yogcast. I know. I am 3 steps away from Yogcast, and I've just taken the first step. All right. So my current ideas are sabotage stream where we play. They want us to play some Warhammer. Okay, but they want us to raise some money for charity. Do a sabotage stream where we play a game of Warhammer and people donate to interact with the game, and every time you donate to charity, you affect the game. Or a Space Marine 2 or Space Marine playthrough with the ring fit, but every donation extends the timer of how long I've got to go. I'm thinking the former, but basically, I'm going to be fundraising with Yogscast or with the Jingle Jam as part of Yogscast. I believe on the 6th, but I've just got to confirm it. Okay, I'll do like a big post first. I'll post on the Discord officially, but because you guys are here, you get the first thing. So I'm actually working in collaboration with Calm, which is campaign against. Oh God, I should have made sure I checked this. Campaign against living miserably. There we go. It took me a second. That's fine. Okay. So I'm working with Calm, as you can see, campaign against living miserably. I scrolled down to that. I didn't have to read it off the screen. I remembered off the top of my head. Okay, so as part of that, there's a bunch of Warhammer YouTubers. So I'm working with, well, we're working around each other. Working with Peachy, working with Kirioth and me, and then we're coming together on the 13th, and we're doing like a collaborative live stream as well. Which is very cool. I think there's like a poster with Kirioth's name on it, and it says like the 13th. Basically, we're all coming together doing a cool thing. Okay, I can't say what's happening on the stream. It might even be on here. It's not. This is the first week. But look at the names: Yogscast, Tubbo, Jack Manifold. All right. Fucking the Spiffing Brit, more Yogscast, Tobby in it. All right. These are the people I'm rubbing shoulders with now, by the way. Just want to let you know. Just want to let you know. Okay. December, Friday the 13th. It is Friday the 13th that we're going to be doing like a collaborative stream. Okay. So basically, soon I'm going to be asking you to donate to Calm, which should be very cool. And by donating, you'll be able to interact with the channel and also unlock some free games. Okay. We've put together like a big bundle of Steam games. That you're gonna be able to like by donating to the charity, you're gonna like unlock some free stuff and also like be entered to giveaways and stuff, which is very sick. I think that's really cool. I'm like really excited for it. I'm really like honored. I used to watch Jingle Jam in the past. I've donated as part of Jingle Jam in the past to get some free games. So to kind of like maybe not 5, probably like 8 years later or something, to like be like be like part of Jingle Jam and like be asked to like help out with it is like super sick. I'm super excited and super chuffed. So basically, thank you everyone. I really appreciate it. I do honestly really appreciate it. So just to be a part of this is thanks to you, but the ultimate goal, the ultimate benefit of all of it is raising money for CALM, you know, for Campaign Against Living Miserably. Obviously, it's Christmas soon. People that might be like, not everybody has someone to go visit at Christmas, which is obviously really shit. If I can be, wear my heart on my sleeve for a minute, I've had 3 friends all go because of their mental health. Okay, I've had 3 friends who I don't get to hang out with anymore. Let's just say that, okay? Because of their mental health. So being a part of CALM is like super important to me. Obviously, I've worked with CALM in the past. I've been part of like 40 hours with 40k in the past, which is cool, and it's cool to work with them again. So. Excited for you to bring the charity stream to a screeching halt to talk about that day's Grotmas detachment. Yeah, chat. If I'm live on someone else's stream collaboratively, does that count as being live every day? That's the question. Less exciting for you to take a somber tone immediately after I send. It's not somber, all right? It's not somber. It's just a fact of life, okay? It's a fact of life, sadly. And really, the reason that CALM is a thing is because they don't want it to be a fact of life. So, but that's the question. If I'm live doing a charity stream, potentially on someone else's channel, but I'm live, does that count as being live? Does that count as live every day, bro? You know me, though. Fucking, I'm just like, the emotion is like this. I'll start talking, it'll be dog shit, and then I'll be like, fucking... Yeah, and I've like friends that taken their own life. But also, does this count as being live? But if you're on someone else's channel for your own benefit, no way. What do you mean, your own benefit? It'd be pretty harsh if chat said no. Yeah, I'm waiting for people to say no. No, you're not allowed, and then I'm going to ban them. Because you're against charity, clearly. But anyway, that's really cool. I'm hopefully penciled in. Okay, I need to chat to some people to make sure it's going to happen. Penciled in 6th of December. Okay, so a week today. That's where we're penciled in. It's from the 1st until the 14th or 13th. Yeah, 1st to the 14th. It's like a 2-week thing. It's not like all of December. It's just 2 weeks. But they've basically said, we'd love you to do one stream. We can do multiple. That'd be really cool. But the plan is to do one big battle report stream, which would be fun. We want you to donate the 5 members worth of money to the charity for missing it. Right, okay, I'm just streaming twice. Wait. If I stream twice, then I'm not donating to charity. But if I stream once and it doesn't count, that's not really fair on me. But it's also not fair on the charity. I'm doing a charity stream, bro. I'm doing 2. I'm doing 2, in fact. What's the least lonely, most festive army you can battle report with? I don't know. I'll probably get you guys, the members, to decide what the armies are going to be, or at least the one I play. And we'll do I'm tempted to do Horde mode again because that was really fun, like we did for Halloween. It would probably be similar. It would probably be like similar, or we do like a normal game with the similar sort of interaction or interference, let's call it. So I was going to announce it Sunday, but they've actually put a poster out like yesterday, and then I realized I wasn't on the poster because I've been away. Because I've been away, I didn't manage to finalize it, but it all got finalized yesterday. And then they put the poster out with everyone's name on, and I'm not on it. Horde mode is pretty conceptually fun way to have donations mess with you. Yeah, it works really well, I think. And we've obviously got everything for it now. Horde mode with interference will be brutal. I mean, that's what we did, right? We did it Halloween, just before I went away. Halloween Horde mode, look. You know, we had all the decorations. We had like a shopping list. But we just changed this to like the charity. And as far as I'm aware, we'd have like the alerts and stuff come up. It was way better when I was wearing the costume though. Way more fun when I was wearing this costume. Because I already have all of this, so I can just like update it, you know? We can be like, what, £1 gets like a, or like £2 does like plus or one misery. £10 does like add or remove SP. And then we could do like the 20 gifted. It's like 10 gifted or 20 gifted. We do the amount to unlock the games. You know, is that a Pokemon? No, it's an axolotl or an axolotl. It's a real creature from the real ocean, but the Pokemon music is playing. The charm of watching Tom play Warhammer against the Pokemon blanked it. I probably the costume probably won't come back. But I will think of it. Maybe that could be like a forfeit because it was funny, but I don't want to overdo it because it's only 3 weeks ago. We kind of probably could come up with like a forfeit to be like if we raise like. Because I've put like an initial goal of like £250 because I think that'd be cool. But if we smash through the goal, I need like a forfeit, right? You should have made Tom wear it cool now. For what? A Santa suit, yeah, maybe. Some embarrassing costume spot on. Because you know me, I'm always up for a joke. I'm always up for a laugh. So we need to come up with like a forfeit if we hit the main goal. Because I'm hoping with the overlays, we'll have this as like the shopping cart, the shopping menu, and then we'll have like alerts pop up when people donate to the charity, and we'll also have a bar, like a progress bar. Kind of like what I used to have with members. Here's hoping, anyway. I just need to set it up. But yeah, so I'm hoping that's going to be next week, chat. That's the plan. That's the plan, anyway. Okay, so it's not going to be today, but it all starts from the 1st. So there's loads of charity events or charity streams happening. As I said, Yogg's cast. They kind of like started this thing, and then yeah, there's like loads of creators involved. What happened to the members bar? We have members today instead. We have members today. Okay. The problem was is that when I kept setting a goal, because of how members work, and every time someone asks, and it's like, I have to explain it again. If someone donates 10 members right this second, in exactly 30 days, those 10 members disappear. Not at midnight, not at 1 o'clock in the morning, exactly 30 days later. So what happens is I start my stream and then I set a goal, and then because we had donations, essentially they finish 30 days later, the goal gets bigger because obviously we lose members. So now I've got members today instead, which is manual. So I go, let's hit 20 members, and that's my goal for like the day. Whether we still do giveaways or not, I'm not sure. But if we keep consistently hitting 20, then I probably will. But yeah, I was just kind of like, the problem is like, I'm giving away fucking Combat Patrol and getting 5 members, you know? Or the goal's never getting hit because the gap keeps getting wider. So it was all automatic. It was like my live sub count. It wasn't like an arbitrary number that I'm like adding to. It is like tracking my live sub count, or member count, I should say. Speaking of, if you haven't bought any merch, please do. If not, become a member right now. Phasing out giveaway so he doesn't have to ship them from Japan when he moves. Also true. Also true. Yeah, the problem with giveaways as well is like, I think it loses the specialness if you do it every time, you know? And like, you can do all the free ones, but if you're doing free ones, then people donate and then someone else wins, which is always feels bad. And then you can't really do member gifted only giveaways because technically it's an illegal lottery, you know? Technically, it's an illegal lottery. So it's a bit of a funny one. But yeah, people, I just appreciate if you are watching, you like lurking, that you could just become a member just now. That'd be cool. Get this number up to 20. Especially because I'm going to be live every day. We'll be honest, chat. When I'm live every day, I'm probably going to start running ads on the hour. Just because it's December and it's going to make money compared to like not running them. So. And I've got a big haul to fill, and I said with another big announcement coming very soon, I'm going to need every penny I can get. And it's not moving to Japan. It's not moving to Japan, but yeah. It's going to be very expensive. So, but anyway, speaking of expensive, let's talk about how I'm going to rake all that money back. Okay. A real baby. No. No. No, no, no. No, 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 no. One, no. I can't afford children. But more importantly, no, Georgie doesn't want children. And I'm like, neither do I. If Georgie says, you know what, actually I do want kids, then I'm like, okay. Okay then, let's do this. Because I love her to bits, I want to be with her forever. Okay. However, I can't, otherwise I just can't afford them. I need that ring back. Yeah. Yeah. Now, there's some stuff happening, some business stuff happening, which is cool. Which is cool. But I just need, like, I don't want to announce anything. Okay, it's all still up in the air. Still crossing some T's and dotting some I's, you know. But yeah, I'm not really interested in having kids. I've got cats now. I don't need kids. I've got cats, and maybe they'll join us. Maybe they'll join us. Okay. What I don't have is any members today. That's all I'll keep saying. All right. Okay. How am I going to recoup all this money, chat? I had a holiday of a lifetime. It was very expensive. I've got big announcements that I keep alluding to that it's going to be expensive. Okay. How am I going to rake all that money back? Well, thankfully, thanks to someone else. All right. I'm going to be able to sue them for every penny they've got. All right. Allegedly. Allegedly. I just want to say that everything I say, or will say in this stream, is ironic. It is all ironic, okay? You might be remember exactly a year ago, I came out with a brand new technique that no one had ever seen. Sponge blob, all right? You might remember Sponge Blob, painting with the sponge. Okay, it was very cool, as you can see. Very cool. Speed paint anything in just 2 minutes. Alright? Because I came out with a technique that no one had ever come out with before. No one had heard of it. No nothing. Alright? Brian, thanks for the 2, mate. Really appreciate it. So you might remember. Okay? However, someone is trying to profit from Sponge Blob, calling it Sponge... I think they've changed... I think they've deleted... Have they deleted the name? Have they deleted the name? They've deleted the name. They've deleted the name. Well, we've got a video that they forgot to delete. Here's a video advertising the latest grift in Warhammer, and I'm sadly going to have to call it a grift. SpongeBro. Not Sponge Blob. SpongeBro.
This is a revolution in miniature painting. A tool and method that will change the way you paint and make the hobby so much...
Green! How convenient. What a great colour to use to advertise a brand new painting project a painting technique that's never been done before.
Much more enjoyable and efficient. Meet SpongeBro, a tool that allows you to paint miniatures with a sponge. You can forget about the toxic fumes and noise coming from an airbrush. SpongeBro is much more efficient, cheaper, and more reliable. It is now available on Kickstarter along with sponges perfect for miniature painting. As part of the Kickstarter campaign, you can also get a 50+ page ebook and 2+ hour long set of video tutorials about painting all kinds of surfaces with a sponge. With SpongeBro, amazing results can be achieved by anyone. Let's revolutionize the world of miniature painting together with SpongeBro. Now available on Kickstarter.
Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear, bro. Oh dear, oh dear. Oh, this is one. Not a great video. Okay. But some of the lines in this are very funny. Okay. Some of the lines in this are very funny. Introducing SpongeBro, the game-changing tool for miniature painters, now on Kickstarter. Cost-effective alternative. Say goodbye to pricey airbrush compressors. SpongeBro gives a professional-level results at a fraction of the cost. Eco-friendly design. Our reusable sponge reduces waste and are easy to clean. Plus, no toxic fumes means a healthier environment for you and the planet. Quiet and hassle-free. Unlike airbrushes, SpongeBro operates silently. No noise, no sound, no mess. Just pick it up and start painting. Unmatched comfort and precision. Featuring a unique foam grip. SpongeBro is designed for ultimate comfort and control, so you can focus on creating your masterpiece. Oh, bro. It's revolutionary. No one has ever seen a sponge on a stick before, especially not when it's got SpongeBob references in the title.
This is a revolution in miniature painting.
Revolution!
A tool and method that will change the way you paint and make the hobby so much more enjoyable and efficient.
Anyway, he had a Kickstarter. Now, it's hard to not publicize who this is. But sadly, this wasn't a good look for old Mamikon paints, who you might have seen. Now, a lot of people don't like Mamikon paints, and I think for a lot of it, for good reason. If you don't know Mamikon paints, whilst I think he's a fantastic artist, and I've got I want nothing to say against his painting. His painting's great, you know. And I will say we are mutuals, okay? I do think this is a bit of a fumble, though. I do think this is a little bit of a fumble. That's all I'm going to say, okay? Mamikon is obviously a fantastic painter. And again, I will never criticize him for how well he can paint, okay? I do think his reels are cringe. A lot of his reels, or his like most viewed reels especially, are, as people have rightfully said, quite misogynistic. Maybe this one is a great example. And just uses dollar music as well. A lot of his reels are just kind of like women bad. Women bad, so paint Warhammer with the same music we just had a second ago. Women bad, mental health bad, but also you have Warhammer. It is okay. You know? Can you post? Can you sort? You can't sort by most popular in this.
Why is it that the finest guys in the world never leave the house?
That's because we are painting Warhammer. If you would like to learn how to paint Warhammer models well, subscribe to my Patreon where
I don't think his Patreon's bad. Just the marketing tactic is a little bit yucky, you know? He's as good as an incel as he is as painted. That's quite funny. You know, it's just...
When men are talking about their body count, sometimes they just talk about it and they go,
I have destroyed 7 million Xenos.
It's just a bit yucky, in my opinion, and I think a lot of people agree, you know. But he decided to launch a Kickstarter this week for SpongeBro. This was one of the advertisements for it. You might notice that there's no advertisements for SpongeBro on here at all because he's deleted them all, okay? He has deleted them all. Now, this was the main selling point of SpongeBro. This is a screenshot from the Kickstarter, and it actually raised £5,000, okay? Which is, in my opinion, looking at this, and £5,000 is wild. It's actually fucking crazy, okay? Again, I don't think his painting's bad. I think his painting's insanely good, okay? I think the way he uses the Instagram algorithm of going girl bad, but you can paint Warhammer is a bit icky, but it's whatever. It's not something I'm going to call someone out for. I can't be asked. I've got better things to do. But it's hard to not call this a grift, okay? Because this is 3 items thrown together, launched on Kickstarter, okay? As you can see from the Kickstarter, are you tired of expensive airbrushes, noisy setups, and toxic fumes? Paint with sponges. They will help miniature painters achieve stunning results in minutes without breaking the bank or the environment. Sponges are versatile, affordable, and eco-friendly alternative to airbrushing. Whether you're a seasoned pro or just getting started, this tool simplifies the miniature painting process, making it faster, easier, and more enjoyable than ever. Okay. Now, now, you know, painting with sponges and stuff is great. But I just want to say that he's selling these for €15, which is like 3 sponges and the SpongeBro. Okay. SpongeBro. But whilst that's not like a crazy amount of money, this Kickstarter got taken down because it is unequivocally a dropship scam, you know. Kickstarter is used to launch a new product, to launch new manufacturing and stuff. This is 3 items thrown together in a bag via Kickstarter. As you can see, Electric Eve, obviously a very talented painter, very outspoken about this, which is why I'm using her for reference, because she's got a lot of screenshots and stuff like that, which I don't have access to. But as you can see, this is the SpongeBro. This is a pencil kids foam grip that you used to put on kids' pencils when you're younger. And then it is a chip extractor. It is just a chip extractor that I used to use at work when making PCBs, okay? And as you can see, £4 for 10 probably, 81p for a chip extractor because they literally cost nothing. And then it's some sponge, okay? Probably some makeup sponges by the looks of it because they're round, if they are those ones. But... as you can see, she goes on to say, so if you know Mamikon, he's the icky guy who uses misogynistic promo reels to advertise his painting, Patreon, amongst other things. Well, now he's selling this on Kickstarter, sponge holder, which you can make for pennies on AliExpress/Amazon. So if you want one, here's how to make your own. Oh, and then basically, Imperial Torches posted later the fact that it's basically all AliExpress. It's a foam grip from AliExpress. 30 pieces for 81p. A chip extractor for 81p, so literally £1.62 to make most of it. And then some just some sponges, which are also ironically 81p. Now look, lots of people buy stuff from AliExpress, repackage it and resell it, okay? It's called drop shipping. Drop shipping, buy it cheap, sell it as a markup, okay? The problem is you can't do that on Kickstarter. And I think trying to do that just makes you look bad because it gets taken down on Kickstarter, which it has done because it says this project is reselling or repackaging an existing product. So it did come down and then eventually it was removed completely. She goes on to say, what's funny is he could have turned this into a fun little hobby tip or reel showing people that this is how he does stuff, but hey ho. So arguably, yeah, that Mamikon could have just gone, yeah, buy this and this from AliExpress for £3 and then you can make this. And do this with it, but obviously he wanted to make a product out of it. And they said he's now removed all pics of SpongeBro tool off his Kickstarter page, presumably to attempt to dodge reports. He's pinning good comments on the Kickstarter to push any negative ones down and has deleted all social media posts about the Kickstarter. So basically he's tried to drop ship it and then post it on Kickstarter. I honestly, as a product, right, whilst very cheap and a high markup because it's selling things that are like £1 for £15 or like close, let's say €2 for €15 is quite the markup. I think if Mamikon had just sold this product on a web store and just gone, yo, I'm selling this my new product, SpongeBro, you know, and it's some sponges, a chip extractor and a pencil foam thing, I think it would have been fine. I think people would have been like, that's a bit of a rip-off and just not bothered. The fact that he's tried to launch a Kickstarter and say he needs like $8,000 to buy stuff off AliExpress and put it in a new bag and then get done for drop shipping and reselling on Kickstarter has just blown this up in the completely wrong way. You know, so I think if he just launched it as a product, it's not a terrible product, okay? If he just sold it in a bag and just said, yeah, these are £10 each, you know, that would be it. No one would have said anything. But the fact that he's tried to launch it as a Kickstarter and then it's got taken down and then obviously people will call him out for it and they just deleted any mention of it. Obviously, you can see the build-up. He's talking a lot about sponge painting on here and then he's talking about sponge painting here. This picture was on the Kickstarter and now it's been removed. And then he's just not mentioned it. There's no Instagram story about it. There's just like no mention of it. It's just like, wild. The only thing we've got, which is the updates, which is a big long statement, which I'm going to go over in a second. YouTube doesn't want me to help you. You need me to help you learn to hold sponges with your fingers. Well, I mean, I don't think having a tool is a bad idea, right? I think I use sponge, but then I also use the end, like the paintbrush holder cap, the paintbrush cap to protect paintbrush bristles. They're really handy. You kind of like shove the sponge. I think I threw one away yesterday, actually. You shove the sponge in the end of it, and then you got like a little holder for it. You can put this paintbrush back in if you really want to, and you got like a full handle. I don't think like this as a concept is a bad idea. I think trying to launch it as a Kickstarter is a bad idea. If he just launched it as a product, I'd be like, yeah, well, this is like a non-story, you know, I wouldn't even cover it. It's the fact that he's trying to launch a Kickstarter, because a Kickstarter, whilst companies do it, it is frowned upon. A Kickstarter isn't a pre-order page. It's not a pre-order product page, right? A Kickstarter is to be like, I have an idea. I don't have the funds to do manufacturing. I have an idea. I don't have the funds to set up a business, you know? And you launch a Kickstarter to be like, look, everybody, this is my idea. I really want to deliver on this idea. What do you think? Would you like one? And then people give money, and then if it goes well, they receive a reward, you know? But what a lot of people do, obviously this one in particular was trying to do a drop shipping, is like just go, yeah, I'm launching a product on Kickstarter. Just buy it. Just buy it. You know? I use sponges on vehicles all the time. I never thought to use a chip extractor to hold the sponge, and now I'm ordering one for like £1. Yeah. I'm just going to make a reel, all right? I'm going to make a little short video. And I'm just going to be like, yeah, if you want to hold sponge, just use a chip extractor from Amazon for like £1. How much are they from Amazon? Chip extractor. Oh, they're a bit big. Extractor tool. I mean, they're £7 on Amazon, to be fair. They're probably from AliExpress. And it comes with tweezers. I'm not showing you because it'll dox me. You can get 6 of them for £9. Chat, I've got a new product coming out, actually. I've got a new product, all right? Sponge Blob 2.0. Sponge Blob 2.0 is actually coming out very soon. All right. If you pay the 100,000, I will teach you my technique. Ginger Steve, I would love to take your 100,000. I will pay you 100,000, but I have no members today. I would like to hit 20. So if you and other people here would like to gift some, that'd be cool. All right. Anyway, he had a very long statement, which obviously is all how he took full responsibility. He made a bit of a mistake. Okay. This is exactly what it's going to say. Okay. Now, all the comments, a lot of people are just being like very nice, obviously, but we'll go over the statement. The statement says, 18 months ago, I started painting with a sponge, inspired by the work of other painters who were working with sponges. I wanted to positively impact the world of miniature painting. What I'm going to do is move my head a little bit. That'll do. Those painters that I saw were using very basic tools, sometimes even holding the sponge directly in their fingers. It's almost like holding the bristles of a brush with your fingers. Like, bro, come on now. Holding a brush and holding some bristles. Holding the bristles and holding the sponge. Okay. Lack of tools or bad tools can limit the quality of results that are achieved. Like, arguably, you could say, yes, that is probably true. But I don't think I need to pay £15 for an 81p tool. This is why I wanted to be there. This is why I wanted there to be an ultimate tool for sponge painting. Not a bad shout. This is how the Kickstarter came about. My goal was to bring sponge painting to the masses and help everyone enjoy this as much as I did. Unfortunately, after launch, me and my friends received countless harassment in comments and messages provoked by some painters in our community. Bro, look, come on. Mamikon, look, I feel like, you know, we've exchanged DMs in the past, you know. I don't think you're a bad person, ultimately. I just think you've got a terrible judgment of what you're doing. If you just launched SpongeBro as a product, and you got a little baggie like this, chuck your 3 things in there and sold it for a tenner on your website, no one will give a shit, okay? You've tried to drop ship on via Kickstarter, which you can't do. That was silly, okay? That's your mistake, all right? Overcharging for a product, fucking... People will get mad and then that'll be it, all right? But drop shipping via Kickstarter is very silly. And to say, like, it's harassment, this is why you're taking it down, is obviously also silly as well. Because people have seen that it's got took down because you were trying to drop ship the products, okay? Now, this is not a new thing. These painters have been attacking me behind my back no matter what I do for almost a decade. Okay. I can't do anything with that information, Mamikon. I've got no evidence. You've not provided any evidence. You're just saying it, all right? So I'm not surprised. They are also massive cowards, as they have all blocked me on social media so that I can't even reply to them and make my case. Whenever I try to talk politely to them in person at hobby events, they pretend like we are friends and then go back to their caves and start the online harassment once again. If they would only attack me, that would be okay, but they also harass people too important to me, and this I cannot tolerate. Therefore, I am choosing to stop this campaign, Kickstarter campaign and reassess. Back off. I sought to help hobbyists around the world enjoy sponge painting and all the tutorials that I've been developing for this Kickstarter for the last 18 months. That's not a bad thing. That's not a bad idea. Okay. Not a bad idea. You know, I think teaching people, you obviously are a very talented painter. I don't like your reels. I think they're really icky. But obviously it's working. So how many followers you got now? Nearly 200,000 followers. You're one of the most followed accounts in Warhammer. I think you can, like, take some insults, you know, and just fucking get over it. I think a lot of people could take that advice if they've got, like, 100,000 followers and crying on Instagram because someone said you're being a bit cringe or being a knobhead. Alright? Just fucking get his waters off a duck back. Clap back. Alright? Stop spitting your dummies out. Just clap back. I won't lie, I'm heartbroken once again about this community as my intentions were only good here. I am not a greedy corporation. For all the financial geniuses out there, charging €10, it's 15, for a tool that I pay €4 for and then paying taxes, Kickstarter fees, affiliate link fees, and other things does not leave me with a big margin. If you would have just sold it on your website, the margins are much higher. There's less costs and less drama with it. If I put a price of €45, I would understand, but the price is €10. To those of you who promoted Temu as a website where you can get similar tools, I'm sure that the Chinese Communist Party is proud of you. If you don't know what I'm talking about, Google Temu and see what you can find. My tools come directly from a factory that are quality guaranteed by me. Look, bro, come on now. Look, I agree with Temu. I agree with what you say about Temu. Come on now. Come on now. Come on now. They're the same. There's you can't be around the bush. You can't be like, wow, I've had these specifically designed. Okay. This isn't a new tool. Okay. If you'd like got a new tool, that would be like, well, it's not. Whoever you're buying them from, if, let's say, benefit of the doubt, okay, devil's advocate time. You are like, I've got a company and they've said they make them in-house, all right, for £1 something. Let's say they make them in-house for £2.17, all right, just a random number off the top of my head. They are 100% buying them from Temu and AliExpress and then reselling them to you at a markup, which you are then reselling at a markup. It's not, if you really want to be out there and be like, yo, yo, these are brand new. These aren't from Temu or AliExpress. But I think, you know, I'm not stupid. You're trying to pretend we're stupid. You know? Come on now. This is like the worst public statement I've ever read. By far. No accountability, no nothing. It's everyone else's fault. The Chinese Communist Party loves you. They love me. I was there. I was like there a week ago. I don't know if you know. I went to Japan. To those of you who are back to this project, which again, £5,000 in backing, which is obviously, in my opinion, very wild, because you just look at it and you're like, this is a pound tool. But anyway. I am truly thankful and apologise for the inconvenience. Unfortunately, our hobby, like any society, is full of hypocritical, nasty people who get the pleasure from harassing others and doing everything in their power to ruin other people's day. Every day. Haters gonna hate, as they say. I admire their passion, though. They widowy. Haters gonna hate widowy. Like, what the fuck, bro? To those, thank you for all the kind words and support, my friends. After all this, it is not that serious. We will manage. To those of you who wish to stay in touch, you know where to find me. At the end of the day, I found this tool and method of painting to revolutionize my work, and I'm convinced that one day revolutionize your painting too. So you've basically admitted at the end of your statement about how people are just harassing you that you didn't make the tool, you found it. You know? You've admitted in your own update on your own Kickstarter page that you've launched a Kickstarter because you've been working on this product for 18 months and then you've found it. Where'd you find it? AliExpress? Anyway, that's the only statement we've had. We've had obviously like lots of comments. I don't know if they can like control comments on here, but a lot of them seem quite nice. You know, a lot of them quite nice. I don't think I'm surprised if they're all completely nice, you know what I mean? Just because of the fact that from what I've seen, there's lots of like piss take about it, you know? Can't believe Woke Painters have ruined his Kickstarter, literally. Literally that, dude. Mike, did you see his shady likes? No, what has he liked? Love the concept. Why is your, by comparison, expensive tool than the ones that are available on AliExpress that I've been using for years? Regarding your question on why I believe SpongeBro's quality is worth the money, while there are always alternatives, that SpongeBro is specifically designed with features that both enhance both the experience and the results. Ergonomic grip for comfort. Bro, it's just fucking... It's been nailed and you've shoved a fucking foam grip on it. Allowing you to paint for longer periods without straining your hand. This is especially important for anyone doing army painting detailed for extended work. Quality and longevity. Unlike many cheaper alternatives we tested, SpongeBro is built to last. The metal used for both the internal and external parts is great quality and will last years and years, making SpongeBro a reliable tool for hobbyists' arsenal. Have you tested it for years and years if you came up with the idea 18 months ago that you found? By backing this project, you're not just pushing a tool, you're supporting the idea of the useful potential of sponge painting method, which I strongly believe. And I've been working on this Kickstarter for more than 18 months, preparing an arsenal of useful tools and tips that can help many painters around the world enjoy hobby much more by achieve amazing paint jobs, or just help them get beautiful items on the tabletop. Yeah, I'm like, if he was selling like the PDFs, like the PDFs are probably like quite helpful, but it's just, yeah, just trying to fucking sell it at 20 quid or whatever it was. 15 euros. And you can't say it's 10 euros. I suppose it is £9 on its own. But it's £11 for Sponge. He has liked a bunch of pro-Zionist tweets. How do you know? Aren't tweets private these days? Aren't like tweets private? As far as I'm aware. Mamikon, I'm not trying to rob you, so that was a fucking lie. Brilliant. Estimated delivery, June 2025. The second half of AliExpress's name might often be aspirational at best, but 6 months for an afternoon of putting one thing on another gives at least time for making morally reprehensible advertising reels. That's quite funny. Bro, do you even sponge? Can you use tweezers for the same result? Tweeners do not have an ergonomic round design. SpongeBro does. Painting with tweezers for a few hours would be very not comfortable. I love that part of the Kickstarter is a claim that this is a substitute for airbrushing. How? And that airbrushing is environmentally bad and toxic. What the fuck is he airbrushing with? It's wild. He was so rushed to delete stuff, he accidentally deleted a single letter and is now, as a consequence, maybe offering hats. Hats included in the Kickstarter. Is that still there? No, it's been deleted again. Hats included. I want my free hat. Ah, god damn. Can't believe I've been robbed of the free hat. Is there any more? Any more screenies? I honestly think, because the internet, the time we live in the internet, right? Every time you delete something, there should be like a paper trail, you know? There should definitely just be a paper trail. Get sponged, bro. Maybe it's really hard to get the foam pad on. Yeah, the foam pad takes about 6 months to get onto the grip, to be honest. Wayback Machine. No, it's got to be archived to be use Wayback Machine, which it won't have been. I have a paintbrush with a bit of sponge lid on the end. Had it for years. Yeah, just fucking... You can just use... Again, like the bristle protector that comes with the paintbrush and just shove sponge in there. You know? But yeah, I think the Wayback Machine only works if it's been archived. Yeah, nothing. Let's get rid of description just in case. No. Yeah, you have to be archived. So it has to be like important these days. I'm just gonna blow my nose, BRB. Sorry about that. Game over all snotty for some reason. But anyway, yeah, just a big cringe. Just a really big cringe. The statement of being like, wow, I've been bullied. Like, bro, you got 200,000 followers. I don't think what anyone else is saying really matters. You can just be like, well, just post louder. I think when Kickstarter are publicly saying your Kickstarter's being taken down, maybe just like admit defeat, you know? At that point, what are you playing? What are you doing? You know what I mean? At that point, like, what are you doing? Kickstarter has said it's been taken down for dropshipping. You can't like fucking go on and be like, oh, we're taking it down because everyone's bullying me. That's just silly. Just silly, bro. Hey, Des, how you doing, bud? Hey. I think he'll be fine with his Patreon. How much did his Patreon earn? $900 members. And I've not had one! 900 members. I think he's fine. God. If I could paint with a sponge and get 900 members. Bruh. Clean your brushes like a boss. Clean your brushes like a boss. You sent me a DM. Woof. Is this real? Yikes. 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 Oh, we'll leave that at that. We'll leave it at that, I think. Yikers. Anyway, free Palestine. Free Palestine. Anyway. On lighter news, chat. On lighter news. Whilst I'm going to have to obviously send a lawsuit for SpongeBob. Never forget. SpongeBob. Never forget. SpongeBob, I was here. SpongeBob. Very different. I was there first. Just saying. Just saying. A year ago, I was right there. A year ago, I was right there. As you can see. Let's talk about something a bit more fun, shall we? Let's talk about something a little bit more fun. It's time for a tier list, baby. Yo, Nigel, thanks for the gifted membership, dude. Thank you so much for the gifted membership. I really appreciate it, man. Thank you so much. He's been working on this for 18 months. He wouldn't lie about that. Yo, baby, it's time for a tier list. Okay. Let's do this. Okay. He was working on sticking grips on chip removers and gripping foam for 18 months ago. I think that's a frivolous suit. I think it's good. I think it's a good suit. Alright. It's time for a tier list. A 40k tier list, nonetheless. Okay. However, everyone in their life, every Tom, Dick, and... I don't know what I'm saying. I'm a two-take Jake. It's time for a tier list, baby. A 40k faction tier list. Okay. But this time, you've seen... faction rankings. Who's the strongest in Pariah Nexus? You've seen factions ranked, data sheets, strongest to weakest. But today, we're going to rank these factions on vibes. We're going to rank these factions on play style. Okay. The way we're going to do this tier list today, is we're not going to think about how competitive they are. We're not going to think about who beats who. We're going to think, is this fun? Okay? Is this a fun faction to play? Does this bring joy to me when I play this army? Is it fun when I play against this army with my opponent? Okay? Does it represent the army in the stories that I read? Okay? Does it represent an army when I think... that guy, he does that thing in that book. Is that captured on the table? That's S tier. Okay. That's S tier. Okay. Let's talk about the tiers. We have S tier. Big S. Can I make the text bigger? No. Okay. We've got S tier. What does S tier mean? Perfect. Insanely fun. Insanely fun to play. Insanely fun to play. Matches the lore. You know? Matches the lore of the army. It's enjoyable to play because when it feels right. It feels good. Okay. And what else feels good is... Holy shit, Jace! Thank you for becoming a parasocial member! My dude! Thank you so much for becoming a member, dude. Thank you so much for upgrading to the Parasocial Gang, which is an exclusive WhatsApp group with me and a bunch of other people who are also parasocial, who pretend that they are friends with me purely because they pay me more money than other people. It's also an insanely fun place to be, okay? So, Jace, drop me a DM and you can join the Parasocial Gang by becoming a Parasocial member today, and you get to join the WhatsApp group, and it's very cool, very epic. Okay? So, welcome, Jace. Thank you so much, mate. I really appreciate you. Be like Jace and become a member today. Okay? Anyway, let's get back to the tier list. Okay? Let's get back to the tier list. Thank you again, Jace. Really appreciate it, man. Right. S rank. Insanely fun to play. Really cool. Like, goated army. Whenever you get it out, you're like, you know what? I'm going to have a great time with this. It's going to be really cool. Okay? Really, really fun. A tier. All right? A tier is like... pretty fun, kind of matches the stories, you know. It's pretty good. Sometimes my phone has a feel bad. It's not perfect game every time. I can have bad games with it because sometimes it isn't fun, bit confusing, you know. Maybe we get rid of D tier. I don't know, or we just leave that as F tier. Okay, D tier or F tier is like confusing, expensive, confusing, expensive, doesn't match the stories. Guard and AOS in S tier, all others in D tier. Now, this might be for your army, it might be, oh, you playing with the army, it might be for your opponent playing against the army, okay? But this is just generally how the army is right now. Not the army 5 years ago. Not the army a year ago. Not the army in the future. This is right this second, okay? You should do a tier list based on how fun they are to build and paint. I think that might get wrapped into here or kinda, but we could do like a painting tier list. That'd be quite fun. So that's the plan today. We're going to rank the armies generally on the vibe of how fun they are to play, how fun they are to... put on the tabletop, and whether they match the lore, okay? Whether they match the lore. First of all, we're going to go through every single army here. Some of them I am going to skip, especially the ones that don't have armies anymore, such as Deathwatch. Sorry, Deathwatch, you don't have a detachment right now, okay? At the time of filming, you don't have a detachment. You're not really an army. You're part of the Imperial agents, okay? Any other armies that we're not going to review on here? I think that's it. Space Marines are broken up, but they do have different codexes, technically, like indexes, so they're fine. And I think we should just go in the order. It's not really in... Can I shuffle these? I'm going to bring World Eaters up, because World Eaters are always last, you know? So League of Votan are going to go last now. Okay, let's talk about Thousand Suns, okay? Thousand Suns are a very cool army, you know? They've got a lot of stories behind them. They're from 30k, obviously. They've got all the Horus Heresy to play with. They've got, arguably, in my opinion, one of the coolest Primarchs. Okay. Magnus the Red is very cool Primarch. He's very cool. He's got a very cool model right now. The problem with Thousand Suns is they have been insanely broken for a while. They're still really good, even though they have been insanely broken. The cults, the cult points? What are the cult points called? The detachment points. Oh, God. What are they called? I literally can't remember. Cabal! Cabal points! There we go. The Cabal points, as a player, are very powerful, but as an opponent, feel kind of bullshit. You know? They feel kind of bullshit. Club card points. True. There you go. I think the Cabal points feel kind of bullshit when you're an opponent, just like turning off your save, being able to double Doombolt and stuff. So I think they can be... I think people playing them competitively find them really fun to play. So competitive players will be like, yeah, because they win games, they'll put them in S tier. I actually think they're like a low C tier, you know? They've got a cool range of models. Not a crazy amount, especially because you don't see Scarab Occult right now. They've got Zangors, which you love them or hate them. They're very much a Marmite unit. But I think the models are very cool. They've got a very cool Primarch, a very cool centerpiece. The armies don't look too jank because it is just usually a lot of rubrics. And then some Zangors. It'd just be nice to see some more Scarab Occult. And they got Demon Primarch. I think they're really cool. Okay. Personally, I'm going to put them at C tier. All right. You know what? I'm going to put them as B tier. B. Nah. To play against it, kind of annoying. You know? I need to play against, kind of annoying. Okay? Is there any raises on C? Anything you want to say about Thousand Suns? Now's the time. Okay? Now's the time to say. But just on to play and collect, or to play against and to be an opponent of Thousand Suns. I think they've not got a huge variety of models. They've got a very, very good centerpiece. But I've also seen it loads, so it's kind of dated. You know? B. Okay, we'll go with B. Alright? T-Suns are D tier for all that trim. Well, there are ways and means. I bet you can get a tool for 15 euros to paint the trim. Okay. Adeptus Mechanicus, next up. Okay, Adeptus Mechanicus. All right, and I'm gonna say Thousand Suns is a low B. If there's not many Bs, I'm gonna put them in C tier. Or if there's too many Bs, I'm gonna put them in C tier. Okay, I'm gonna they're like here, they're like in the middle. You know. C because they did nothing wrong, mean being as dead as a shovel. Okay, let's go with C. Adeptus Mechanicus, I'm gonna slot them in D. Okay. I'm going to slot them in D. Just, I don't think anyone can question that. They are always crap. Okay. They are always crap in terms of being overly strong or completely not good enough. Their codexes never match the actual army. They're full of FAQs. The army never matches the lore. Look at it now. It's like 300 models, and the whole playstyle is to go, you can't get out of your deployment zone, turn 2, now you can't get out of your deployment zone again, and then turn 3, you can't get out of your deployment zone again. Okay? They are a shit army to collect, and they are annoying to play against because they have to bring so many units to be playable that they become super expensive for no reason. They're not a horde army in the lore. You know, they're not a horde army whatsoever. Why do they have 150 models? And they're just confusing because every time they've got like fucking protocol this, data mine this, and then it's all you read it once and then it gets changed a week later and it's all a PDF. You know, they're just crap. They're crap. Anyway, that's Admech. I think everyone's probably going to agree that their D tier is like a vibe. They have 150 models because all the big stuff is pretty crap or crap looking. And that makes it a bad army. You know? It's not my fault. I didn't make their big stuff crap. I'm just telling you how they are to play or how they are to collect. Okay, Eldari. Alright, Eldari. I think if we'd done this tier list a week ago, they're going to be in a very different place than they are going to be today. Eldari, I think, are probably a high B, low A tier army. Okay? Now, Eldar have been pretty broken for a long time, you know. Right now, not. But they are usually pretty broken, which can make it, as an opponent, pretty annoying to play, which is why they're not in S tier. Okay? They're not in S tier. The model range is only just getting updated, like a huge amount, okay? They've been replacing the odd couple of units here and there. You know, the odd couple of units here and there. But the models are really nice. And they do match the lore. They're glass cannons, you know? They appear, they hit hard, they dance around, but if they do get touched, they fall over. Okay, I think they're going to be like B tier, like high B, low A, as to collect, you know? Because the models they do have that are plastic are really nice. The new ones that are coming out are really nice. The ones that they got last year or the year before, whenever it was, with like Morgan Ra and the Dark Reapers and the Shining Spears, really nice. Really, really nice. But as an opponent, they're a bit annoying to play against because they usually come out and they're pretty broken. You know? That's what I'm going to say. Dias are annoying as hell and their combat patrol is still broken. What's wrong with the combat patrol? What's wrong with the combat patrol? It's a Farseer, some Guardians, 6 Wind Riders, and a Wraithlord. What's wrong with that? It's not a bad combat patrol. It's all plastic. It's all nice. It's all... I mean, the Wind Riders are a bit old. Starting to show their age now. Are these new Guardians? I can't remember if these are old Guardians or not. The only problem is the Farseers is shown on a 25mm base, and it's not. They don't use that base anymore because it comes on the sprue. Yeah, the Farseer is quite old. Yeah, because it comes on the sprue because they started putting bases on sprues, and they were like, wait a minute, what if we want to change the size of the base? Wraithlord stands the test of time, I think. It's just not very dynamic. But it can be, but it's not naturally dynamic. I think that's the problem. You know? I think otherwise, I think it's a good box. Bunch of infantry and one big thing is always good combat patrol. I agree. I agree. I'll probably paint some Eldar next year. I think a lot of people are going to be painting Eldar next year because all the new models are really nice. Anyway, I think B tier. I think B. New Guard Combat Patrol hurts my head. Have they announced it? Have they actually announced it yet? I don't think they have. Okay, Imperial Agents. Alright. I'm going to drop them in D tier for now while we talk about it. While I think about it. I need to hold one. Imperial Agents. They're a funny one. I don't think Imperial Agents should have a codex, to be honest. I don't think Imperial Agents should have a codex. I don't like what they did with Deathwatch. I don't think rolling Deathwatch in here is like a good idea. I think having it as an additional thing, like kind of like what they've got, the Grey Knight Terminators, and they've got the Sisters of Battle squad and the Rhino and stuff like that. I think that's fine. But having Deathwatch in here totally is cringe. You know? As an army, they're just crap. You know? It's a paywall for an assassin. Yeah, you're right. You're right. That's all they are. They're just like, everyone's using assassins. Everyone's using, like, the lack of better term, Loyal 32, Loyal 20, Loyal 10 with Imperial Knights. And they were like, you know what? Let's charge them 35 quid for a book. However, to play, they're quite fun. The fact that you got all these random units together, kind of funny. Assassins, kind of goated. Okay. Using Deathwatch in the army is fun. Whilst I don't agree that they should be exclusively in this book, using like the not Black Spear Task Force or the Imperial Navy detachment with them is pretty good. So I think I'm going to leave them in D tier. But I think for a shit army, they're still better than AdMech. Because I'm going to be honest, chat, little spoiler, I think AdMech are going to remain at the bottom. They're going to be fighting with Genestealer cults, but I think they're going to remain at the bottom. No way, you think Imperial Agents are C tier? You think Imperial Agents are C tier, bro? C tier for pure memery. They are pretty funny. C tier if you thought, okay, low C, bottom of C, yeah. Let's cut the middle, you know. Let's cut the cake. Call it bottom of C. All right, Black Templars. All right, Black Templars. Now, obviously, we had Gladiator spam at the beginning of the year. Not really how you play Black Templars. That's just abusing the keywords of taking multiple Gladiators, some with multi-melter, some without. But if you ignore that bit, all right, if you ignore that bit, Black Templars are righteous crusaders, just loads of Space Marines with crosses on, like questionable crosses on them, you know. They've got cool combat units. They've got really cool characters. They've got a really nice range of models, even though they are just Space Marines. I think the problem with them is they are just Marines. They don't, except the Marines in weird, questionable crosses, you know. They don't really, except for like the special characters, they don't really do anything special, you know. They're just Marines, you know. They seem to attract a certain kind of player. Yeah, to be fair, you know, the joke about crusading is funny when it's a joke. You know, it's funny when it's a joke, but it can be a bit much and be taken too far. You know, the role playing on Twitter is cringe. Because I was thinking that I was going to put them in A tier. Actually, I was thinking A tier, pretty good army. People who like them. But then I remembered all the people who role plays Black Templars on Twitter. That actually just makes me want to put them in D tier. I think what's holding them back from S tier is their units are fun, but they are just Marines and not doing anything special. They're just Marines with swords, Marines with things. There's loads of Marines with swords. So there's Marines with swords everywhere. You know? And then the people role-played on Twitter as Templars are mega cringe and they need to go outside and touch grass. Hey, you'd be nice about Ian's in Battle. Ian's in Battle is the nicest person I know who plays Black Templars. So I think A tier, okay? They do what they say on the tin. They just don't do anything crazy, you know? And then there's weird people on Twitter that are holding them back. If there weren't role players on Twitter, I'd be like S tier all day. A lot of that unique flavor has been sort of diluted by giving it to all Marines instead of just them. Also, very true. Very true. Well, again, I'm not here to fix the faction. I'm here to tell you whether I like it or not. And it's very, very much a scientific tier list, this. This is the best tier list you've ever watched. Okay. So, yeah. So, people role-playing is cringe. I'm actually thinking about it. I might bring them down to B tier because of that. I think Black Templars, the damage that Black Templars have done on the community, and by community, I should say the people on the outskirts of the community, they're being fucking weird. I think B, high B. Yeah, I'm going to bring them down. The damage it's done on the Warhammer community is being taken into account in the vibes list. Because people who play Black Templars, a lot of the time are fine. But sometimes they have weird vibes. All right? Okay. World Eaters, baby. And I think we got our first S tier. Okay. I'm going to throw it up there. I think World Eaters are an S tier army. Okay. Because, all right, because they have the most common phrase that is used, or the most used phrase in Warhammer that isn't annoying. Okay. That isn't annoying. All right. They do what they say on the tin. They like to be in combat, and that's all they do. They like to kill stuff and shout blood for the blood throne, blood for the blood god, skulls for the skull throne. You know what? It's actually not annoying. It's fine. You know? It's fine. Yeah. I agree. People have wrote songs about blood for the blood god and skulls for the skull throne. Literally wrote songs about it. Whether it's Dragon Force, whether it's fucking Bolt Thrower, you know. They've got a good range of units. Yes, arguably there could be a wider range. But all the models are really nice. The Berserkers are iconic. You know, Berserkers are iconic. Angron's very iconic. I think 8-bound are really sick because they just look like Chainsaw Man, like that one I made. You know? I think they're S tier as an army. To play against, you know what you're getting. There's no tricks. There's nothing you need to worry about.
£3.89. Hey, just because they don't own any models cause they only play video games doesn't make them a tourist.
That 100% makes him a tourist. Also, thanks for the $5, Brian. Appreciate it. 100% makes him a tourist. Yeah. I think World Eaters have got a cool range. I think, obviously, like a lot of the Chaos factions, they could have a wider range, but I think what they've got, they do well. You know? And, as Oscar has reminded me, and shadowboxing. Do you remember that? World Eaters shadowboxing? Obviously, it's fake. This is an Instagram post. But World Eater player keeps shadowboxing during my movement phase and shooting phasers. My second round, I was paired against a guy who went under the alias Get Good and refused to say his real name as it would grant you power over me like all demons do. Deployment and pre-game went fine, then my movement phase happened. He started doing push-ups and shadowboxing while making whoosh sounds. When I asked him to stop, he just said, I don't have any movement or shooting defensive strats. Go nuts. I called the judge and he simply told them the nails are biting and sided with him. I flopped the game hard because I felt so off with him doing that, losing 53-97, where he screamed, blood for the blood god at the top of his lungs and then said, next challenger, and walked away. How do I handle these situations better? Anyone explain why a judge would let this fly? Edit, I did not ask if he had autism, but I think that warrants him doing that. I think World Eaters, while you got role players on Twitter... Why you got role players on Twitter? I think Get Good carries World Eaters vibe just perfectly. You know, he's a very funny account. You should definitely follow him. He's very fun. Okay, he's a very fun account. And if this is the role player for World Eaters, they just remain in S tier. S tier army, thanks to Get Good. Maybe a bespoke demon engine would be nice as well. Yeah, for sure. Again, like you could say, like, I think World Eaters like don't have a crazy lacking range because I think everything they've got does it well. They could obviously all have more. You could say that about a lot of factions, barring like Space Marines, right? They could do with a few more units. But I think overall, World Eaters are just a very good faction. You know. Okay, Blood Angels time. Okay, Blood Angel time. Blood Angels are a faction I've been playing for a little bit recently because they're really fun to play. The reason I find them fun is because they do everything Space Marines do, but hit harder. Okay, they're a very much they're like kind of like a loyal World Eaters faction. But the things they do well is they have jump packs. You know. They have jump packs, so they move fast. They fly everywhere, you know? They fly everywhere, they hit hard, they can fall back, they can charge back in. They've got a really cool range of units. They've got a really cool range of units. They've got, like, Death Company, they've got Sangard, they've got, like, all the cool characters to play with. I think the problem with Blood Angels, which is the reason I'm not going to put them in S tier, is that you can't take all power fists on Death Company anymore. The reason is because you can't take Thunder Hammers on them anymore. No, I think Blood Angels, what's going to hold them back is they're very one-dimensional, you know? Whereas World Eaters, that is their thing. They just charge. With Blood Angels, they're not, like, whilst they are very good at combat, they're very much like, if Khorne didn't take World Eaters, he would have took Blood Angels, you know? Is that the fact that they're supposed to have a lot more going on, but when you put them on the table, it's just every jump back you can take, you know? Also, they don't have a unique Death Company kit. Also true. They don't have a unique Death Company kit, which is cringe. They don't have a Death Company Dreadnought kit, which is cringe. They lost a lot of the cool kits. So I think what's limiting them is that whilst World Eaters are very good at charging, and that's kind of what they do, Blood Angels aren't supposed to be that. They're supposed to be very good in combat, but they're supposed to be a bit more well-rounded, and they just aren't on the table. If you listen carefully, you can hear the howls of Mikey's Spaceful that are meta from... They still are good. I just couldn't be bothered to do it with them. So I got them ready. So yeah, so I think they lost a lot, which I think is going to hold them back from S tier. Because I also think they've still got like models that, like Dante is just disappointing when you put him on the table, I think. Astrath is fun. Death Company are a little bit disappointing now. Sangard are cool. Sanguinary Priest is disappointing. So I think there's like a lot of units in there that are fun. But there's also a lot of units in there that are like a bit sad, which is why they're not in S tier. Okay. Chaos Knights. Chaos Knights time. Alright. I think Chaos Knights and I think Imperial Knights will probably end up next to them. I'm not putting them in D, it's just because I'm talking about them. I need like a hold space. Chaos Knights. It's just War Dog spam. You know? Whenever you see Chaos Knights, it's like one big knight, maybe if you're lucky, and then loads of little ones. And you just kind of know what you get into, you know? You've got... It's a stat check. Sorry, why are you deleting comments, bro? Stop it. It's just a stat check. That's the problem, I think, with Chaos Knights. It's like, can you kill 14 T10 5-up invuln bodies? You know? If not, unlucky, you've lost. If you can, you've won. There's not really many times in between. You know? However, if you love big stompy robots, you get loads of them. You know? And as an opponent, as I said, when you see a Chaos Knights list, you kind of know what's coming. There's going to be one that teleports through a wall. You know? There's going to be loads of little ones. And there's going to be some choppy ones and some shooty ones. So I think maybe like low B. I think worse to play with than Eldar. You know? I think they're not like crazy. They're not like S. They can't be S tier. Because it's just a bit spammy, you know? And arguably, if you don't play Chaos Knights yourself, you are just looking at loads of things that are the same. It's got different guns, you know? You know, it's just loads of the same thing with a couple of different guns. So I think B tier for Chaos Knights, you know? I think that's a good place to put them. I'm a Chaos Knights player and I agree. As you should. As you should. It's a perfect tier list. Scientific, even. Okay, Chaos Space Marines, then. Chaos Space Marines. Obviously, the first Chaos faction to have a codex, I think. Believe me, Chaos Knight players want to not play War Dog spam. Yeah, that's the thing, though, right? But they are kind of forced to, which is just a boring playstyle. Chaos Space Marines, okay. I think Chaos Space Marines have a really good range of units. I think the detachments are really fun. I think some of them are a little bit overtuned. But I also think that they're a little bit spammy. You know? I think they're a little bit spammy. I think you've seen like the Cursed Cultist spam, which is arguably, not completely, but the units are still really good. I'm never excited to go against a Cursed Cultist, to be honest. I'm always just a bit like, that's going to be a slog to get through, you know? If someone turns up with like all Predators in Renegade Raiders, I'm like, that's a slog. That's fast.
Super chat £4.99. Can I bribe you to do Death Guard next?
Sure thing. Thanks for the $5, dude. Does every good list still require a Baden? I don't think you see a Baden very often, to be honest. I don't think you see a Baden very often. I think with like Chaos Space Marines, the problem I have with like trying to rank this army is I only see them competitively. I don't see, because like every other army on this list, barring maybe Agents, is like people will play them whether they're good or bad, you know? People will play them whether they're good or bad. Whereas I feel like with Chaos Space Marines, people play them because they're good and then put them down when they're bad, you know? But they're good at what they do on the table, you know? They're angry dudes who charge and fight, but they've got a little bit more going on than just charging and just fighting. So I think low A. I think Blood Angels are better, more fun, more narrative to the tabletop. But I think Chaos Space Marines, they always do what they do well, but they don't do anything crazy, you know? I think the Demon Engines are cool. I think Defiler was one of the first models, or the first kits I built. It's sick. Still stands the test of time if you take the mold lines off. But yeah, people tend to spam Renegade Raiders, right? So you can feel a bit samey. Okay, Death Guard next. Death Guard, all right? We're getting through all... I think this is all the Chaos factions. We have to move some around. All the Chaos players will be like, right, I'm off, lads, you're done. I like that they're sort of the firstborn representation in a Primaris world. They are very that true. Okay, Death Guard, all right? Now, Death Guard, I think, has a similar problem to Thousand Suns, a similar problem to World Eaters, is they don't have, like, a large pool to play with when it comes to models. However, the models they do have are so cool. You know? The Plague Marines, such a cool kit. The Death Shroud, so sick. The Blight Lords are so cool. I love them. Just big, massive, chonky Terminator bros. You know? Death Guard were kind of like bringing Wardens before Wardens were a thing. They were bringing Alaris Custodians before Alaris Custodians were a thing. I think Death Guard are really sick. They've got a very cool Primarch model, you know? They've got a very, very cool Primarch model in Mortarion. He's really cool. I think all the what do they call the mini characters? They used to call them something. Like the Foul Blightspawn, the Biologist Putrefier, the Tallyman. All those characters are really cool. Their vehicles are really good. I think compared to Thousand Suns and World Eaters, they have a wide range of unique vehicles. Voted Virion, thank you. So you got all the voted Virion. And then on the tabletop, I do feel like they do kind of act like in the lore, you know? You've got all these contagions to make people weaker around you when they start like getting close. You can kind of... The fun aspect of being able to change it with the second contagion of like -1 to hit, -1 save, -1 strength, I think it is the other one. I think those like really represent kind of like the 4 plagues, you know what I mean? Like plagues of the apocalypse. In my opinion, I mean, I might be reaching there, but it's the fact that you can be like, okay, we're going to go like super stealthy and super like cloud of fly, so you're all -1 to hit me now. Or you can be like, we're just going to go for like even more contagion and make you and make your saves worse and make your armies start rotting. I think that's really cool. I don't think they perfectly represent the lore on the table, because I think, as some people are saying in chat, like they're a little bit hoardy for like a elite like immovable object type army. But I still think they're S tier as an army. I'm going to say it. I think World Eaters are better, but I still think they're S tier. You know? They've got a really cool range of models. Those models kind of act like they do on the table. They are definitely like an immovable object that are just walking towards you. They do die a little bit fast. That's the problem. But I do think every time I played against Death Guard, every time I played with Death Guard, it's always a fun time. You know? It's always a fun time. You can't argue. They kind of just turn up. Sometimes they make saves. They reduce your opponent's abilities, which is fun. I play Death Guard and I'm bored of them. I'm going to respectfully disagree. I think they're always cool. I mean, they're always fun, you know? I think they've got just a really cool wide range of units. And I think they've got like not a crazy, again, if you're going to think exclusively competitively, then yeah, they're like kind of like one-dimensional. But we're not talking exclusively competitively. We're talking about like the army as a whole, the vibe. Are they fun? things with it, Des, is you played them a lot for a long time. Yo, Saz, thanks for the 9 months. Late to the vid, but M's are S tier, obviously. They don't have a codex, so I'm not doing them. They have a lot of flavor, yeah. Yeah, they have a lot of flavor. They do what they do. They use what they have well, I think. You know? I don't think there's like many units in there that are like, why is this in this book? I'm going to say S tier. I think they're really fun to play. I think they're really cool army. I've always liked Death Guard. I've always liked the lore as well. And ironically, I don't know if much else is going to go in S tier. If I look over there, I don't think much else is going to end up in S tier, to be honest. I had 21 events with them. Clearly you enjoyed them. If you played 21 events, you know. I was like 100 games with them. Yeah, you're bored of them now, but that's 100 games. Okay, Adeptus Custodes. Bro only wins because he rolled a 4, bro. This is the army. 4-ups go brr. 4-ups go brr. Feel no pains go brr. Custodes. Now, Custodes are a lacking faction, you know. They don't have a wide range. Adeptus Custodes DLC. Custodes don't have a wide range, but the range they do have is cool, you know? The models they have are cool. There's just not like a crazy difference to them, you know? They're fun to collect because they're easy to paint up, and they are tanky, just like they should be in the lore. They're very good in combat, just like they should be in the lore, you know? So most people will be like, okay, well, they're not D tier. But then they're kind of annoying to play against because of all the 4-up invuns, you know? All the Feel No Pains, all the Wardens, all the Blade Champions, kind of maybe C tier. But they did piss off an entire community, so maybe they are S tier for female custodians. I think without female custodies, they're in C tier. But the fact that they have female custodies in this game now, I think they're A tier. Ask Big C what it's like to play custodies when you can't roll a 4. His nid ripped through me in about 3 turns. Yeah, that's true. The abilities in custodies, whilst we can laugh at female custodies pissing people off, it also brought out literally the worst people on the planet. Quite literally, the worst people on the planet starting to talk about Warhammer and using it for grifting. So that puts them back down to D tier. But I think custodies are literally a high B tier, you know? They don't have a wide range, which is why they can't be A tier. But the things they do have are pretty cool. They're fun to collect. You don't need many, so it's not an expensive army to pick up. But they can be annoying if you're just rolling 4-ups. Because they pissed off chuds, but they also brought more chuds in, you know? You get like all the fucking Twitter angry bots talk about Warhammer now because of female custodies. You know? They talk about like Concord and then Warhammer for some reason. Like, shut the fuck up. Anyway, B tier. B tier. Chaos Demons next. Alright. They would have come sooner or later. Yeah, we just supercharge it, right? That's the problem. We'll sped it up. Chaos Demons. Now, Chaos Demons are a bit of a funky one. Because I think it's hard to not look at Chaos Demons and go, well, you can actually play them in like 3 games all at once. 4 games all at once. 3 if you don't change the bases. Because you can play them in 40k, you can play them in Age Sigmar, you can play them in 30k, and you can play them in Old World. Henry Cavill leave Warhammer because of woke custodies. Yeah, literally, that's been like everybody's fucking YouTube For You page for about 8 months now. It's brought the worst people in all at once. That was the problem. So demons, you have to consider they can be played in multiple games. So it's actually one of the cheapest armies to collect to play Warhammer collectively. Because you can also play demons in Warcry and Kill Team, I think. So that's like 5 games. 6 games from one army. That's pretty good. That makes them arguably the cheapest army ever. Because if you split the cost across 6 games, it's about £4. It's about £4 per game. However, the thing is with Chaos Demons is that whilst you've got all 4 Chaos Gods that can work together, it can be a bit mishmash. Not Kill Team anymore. Do they not have any rules at all? Oh, okay. 5 games, not 6. They're still in Warcry. So they can be a bit of a mismatch. And the problem is with that is that usually you kind of want to like focus on one aspect and push that way, but you're missing a lot. So you kind of have to like bring some other shit with you, which doesn't always feel right in my opinion. But I also think like if you go like an equal mix of armies, I think it looks really cool. You know, you got like one Great and Clean one, a Plague Bearer unit, and some Beasts of Nurgle. Then you've got like a Bloodthirster, some Bloodletters, some Blood Crushers. You know, you've got a Keeper of Secrets, you've got some Demonettes, and you've got some Seekers or Fiends of Slanesh. You know? I think that's cool when you got like and then obviously you got the Zinch. I think that's cool when you got like a cool mix, but it's when you've got like, right, I'm playing Demons, I'm playing all Nurgle, and then I've got like one unit of, like one Zinch Wizard. You know? I mean, that's weird. But I think they act like they are on the table. They're very tricksy. You know, being able to teleport around the board, appear really close when you weren't expecting them is very cool. It's pretty cool. Be'lakor, very sick in both games. Okay. It's like, they're very sick. He's very sick in both games. He's really cool. So I like, and I like big smashy stuff. You know, they've got, I think the units they do have work like they should do. You know, you got the Bloodthirster, who's very choppy. You got the Great and Clean one, who's very tanky. Little demons are a bit poo, but I think little units in most armies are poo, you know? If you took intercessors and tried to deep strike them and charge them into combat, they'd also just die. You know? They'd also just die. But if they sat on an objective, they're just not really doing what they do in the lore, which I get. So I think low A tier for demons. The only thing that the problem is they've got a soul grinder. What they're doing with the soul grinder, it's so cool. Again, one of my first one of my first 2 kits I bought after I bought a second-hand army off my friend was a soul grinder and a defiler. Because I was like, I love big robots with loads of legs. Big robots with legs, I'm in. The soul grinder's sick, but he just never sees the table. Why doesn't it have a base? But then why does it have a base? The base is too big. I also used to love the Plague Hulk, the Nurgle one. That was cool. That was really cool. I think A tier. I think they're high B. High B. We're getting a lot of Bs. We're going to have to break it up in a minute, I think. Then we're going to have to break it up soon, depending on how we are at the end. I might just pick up a Resident Plague Cult. Nice, nice. Yeah, they're just cool. I think especially like the things with demons. Things with demons, you have a lot of playroom, you know? Look at like Pete the Wargamer's Soul Grinders. Kit bashing 4 Chaos God Soul Grinders. You know? He took 4 Soul Grinders and then kit bashed the fuck out of them. This video is like nearly 3 years old. It's over 2 years old, so I don't think he minds me spoiling the end. Excuse me. Like, oh, that really hurt. Oh, like, look at them, you know? And they were in Warhammer community as well. There's kind of like so much you can do with it because all like the generic units you can make a bit more chaosy to your specific god, which is cool. Oh. I love the true alien body horror of it as well. Yeah, A tier. A tier. I'm gonna go grab a drink though because I just sneezed and I think I've strained my neck. BRB. I like sneezed. This is gross. Well, it's not really gross. I sneezed, but I think it's quite warm in here. My sinuses are like blocked, and I sneezed and my neck felt like I just pulled it. I don't know. Yo, Bill Makey stuff. How you doing, bud? What's the drama? You. Last I heard. I was talking about the SpongeBro. And then we're now doing a 40k tier list on vibes and how fun they are to play. Well, you're doing well, bud. How you doing well? Anyway, that's Chaos Demons. Next up, Dank Angels. Dank Angels. Obviously another Space Marine faction. The thing is with Dark Angels is I think they have the largest range of miniatures for a Space Marine index or like edition. Because they have Green Wing, Raven Wing, and Death Wing, which is actually really sick, you know? And the fact that you can mix it all together is fun. You can't really mix it together in a proper detachment, but you have so many access to different detachments on the table right now because you're a Space Marine player. That's kind of fun. You got the Deathwing detachment. If you really want to go that way, just go all Terminators. You got the Raven Wing one to go all bikes. The problem is the bikes obviously took a hit because they lost loads of different units because of Primaris. And I think the teething pains of going to Primaris is annoying. But they have cool models. They've got the Lions really cool. They are still a Space Marine army. The thing is with it, chat, is I think when you play Warhammer, you're expected to play Space Marines. That's kind of how it works. Dark Angels are cool. Yeah. I think A tier. Maybe up here. Maybe better than Demons. As a Dark Angel player, the Lord's kind of weird. In what way? Maybe I should make a Dark Angel list instead of Blood Angels list. Thing with Dark Angels, just have like a bit of a wider range, right? With Blood Angels, you're building guys with jump packs. With Dark Angels, you've got Terminators, bikes, and then you got the rest of Space Marines. I think Dark Angels is cooler than Blood Angels because the cool night vibe, really cool Lords of Stick models. Yeah, I think my biases want me to put Blood Angels higher. But I do think Dark Angels have a lot more going on. And yeah, the first night vibe is very sick. You know? The first night thing. I found the Manical, Pursuit of the Fallen, and Secrets kind of cringy. I do like it by the Return of the Lion, amazing models though. Yeah. I get that. But I think they're kind of like... They have a lot going on the table, you know? Secretly trick there. The fucking actually Chaos meme actually does bring them down. Dark Angels, what you mean Chaos? Actually brings them straight down below top of A. If we're bringing Thousand Suns down a whole tier for Magnus did nothing wrong, we're bringing Dark Angels down as well. We've seen it, Grimdank, we've seen it all. Come up with something new for the love of God. I love how Bill Making Stuff said, "What's the drama?" I said you, and then said nothing else. I thought that video was hilarious, to be honest. Anyway. Drukhari. Drukhari. Okay. The evil elves. I think Drukhari have a really cool vibe. You know? I think they have a really, really cool vibe. I think they've got a good mixture as well. They've got like the 3 temples or whatever you want to call it in 40k terms. You've got the witch cult, you've got the cabal cult, and you've got the homunculus cult. There's a lot going on there, you know. I think the problem is they are like Eldar, but they don't have any of the tricks to keep them alive, you know. They don't have any of the tricks to keep them alive. They are just paperweights. Or paper armor. But the models are really cool. If some of them are a little dated now, I think the witches are probably starting to show their age a little bit. The Cabalite warriors are probably fine. The pain engine stuff, we need some plastic grots, but the conversions kind of carry them. Excuse me. They're cool, fast and fun with sick models and sick lore, but they're not the coolest. I think they've had some problems in the past with like pain engines being too strong, but I think they're always usually a good game to play against as well. So yeah, I think high B. I think they're probably better than Custodes. But again, the B's starting to push out a little bit. We need to drop some more in C tier. We need to drop more in C tier, chat. Maybe Chaos Knights are high C. Genestealer cults. Genestealer cults next. So Genestealer cults, a good idea on paper. You know? A good idea on paper. They play exactly like they should on the table. Kinda. They're not really like infecting units to bring them over. But they are kind of like, they are everywhere. You know? However, they're annoying to play because there's too many of them. They take too long. There's too many models to paint. There's too many models to buy. And a lot of them look the same. There isn't a huge variety, you know what I mean? It's Genestealers or humans that are kind of like Genestealers. I think when people pull off the tricks, it's satisfying to play. But as an opponent, the whole point of Genestealers is the plans generations are making, right? But as an opponent, it can be confusing when someone pulls something off that you couldn't see coming. Mad Max bikes. Yeah, the bikes are fun, you know. The cars are fun. But I think they're D tier. I think they can be fun to play sometimes, but usually when you're having fun playing them, your opponent doesn't know what's going on. You know? Space Hulk army gimmick with the blips. Yeah, the blips are... Again, it's kind of like one of those things. It's kind of like... I get it, but does that work as like an army? No. I think they're D tier. You know? I think, yeah, like, as a thing that happens in 40k, they're really cool. And I think the army kind of matches what's happening with Genestealer cults. But as an army, it's just weird. I just don't think it fits properly. They've always been the ugly stepchild, you know what I mean? They're either really broken or just trash. I think now, right now in the meta, they're kind of like up there, like they're not insanely broken, but really strong. So people are like, oh, I really love Genestealer cults. But when they're shit, you know? They're meant to be in uprising, so lots of models fit. True. But that just makes them also very expensive. An army made for gotcha. Yeah, an army made for gotcha. That's what they've always relied on, you know? They've always relied on gotchas. I think the model range is cool. I love the aberrants. I think aberrants are really sick. But there's too many to paint, too many to deal with. I think they're low C, high D tier. As an army to play with. And to play against as well, importantly. Grey Knights are next. I know we kind of like feels like we're kind of like flying through compared to normal, but we are just going off vibes. So, Grey Knights next. So, Grey Knights, okay. They're true silver Space Marines that aren't really Space Marines, but they have some Space Marine units and they look like Space Marines. They bark like Space Marines. They quack like Space Marines, but they aren't Space Marines, which is very specific. However, I think Grey Knights also have an issue of like lacking model range, but the problem is with Grey Knights is they have a large range, but those ranges are made out of 2 kits. But that's also a benefit because it also means you only need to buy 2 kits and you can build basically any unit in the army. Except for the tanks. You know? It's very sad that they kind of neutered the Nemesis demon hammers and the swords and the halberds together. You know? Which is kind of annoying because obviously a hammer is a hammer and a sword is a sword. And if they don't fix that with the codex, I think people will be outraged if they don't make the hammers the hammers. You know? Because I think that's stupid. You know? We all look across the table, see a thunder hammer, we're like, that's going to hit like a brick. You know? It is literally a brick on a stick. It's called, the game is called Warhammer and you took the hammers off them. What did you mean by this, Games Workshop? What did you mean by this? Why did you take the Warhammers from the Warhammer? So that's kind of annoying. However, I think as a faction, they're really fucking fun to play. They're really fun to play. Everybody's got 2 up save because they've got shinier armor than everyone else. That's so sick. That's actually sick. Actually goated. Dread Knights, whilst people call them baby carriers, I think they're sick. All right, I think personally they're really cool. I love baby carriers. I think they're so good. I think they look really cool. I have 5. I have one with a cool huge banner. Very, very good. I think all the infantry units, they can look very samey, definitely. When you got like interceptors, you've got fucking strike squads, you've got purifiers. You got them all on the table. They just look kind of the same. I get that. But it's cool. I think the Terminator kit is really nice. I think with people saying Grey Knights are dated, I also think the fact that Grey Knights is one of the last armies where you have actual multi-part kits, you know? The Space Marine kits are all interchangeable with all the older Space Marine kits, you know? Which is actually really beneficial because you can swap all the arms across all of the older kits that currently are starting to go off the shelf. But, you know, if you buy a tactical squad, a Space Marine tactical squad, you can mix those bits together with Grey Knights and make more, you know? They're easy to paint because they're all silver and you just use contrast over the gold bits. I think they're like an A-tier army. I think the problem is they're just dated now, you know? But they're like the last bastion of Firstborn. The true last bastion of Firstborn, because they have Firstborn kits. Not like Chaos Space Marines, which are kind of like Firstborn, but they're all bigger. You strongly disagree? Okay, let's go high B then, shall we? I think they're more better than Drukhari. I'm going to say high B then. We'll cut the cake again. They're not C tier. People always have fun with them. People know what to expect. They teleport around. They come up, come down, teleport onto the battlefield, which is sick. The models are really cool. They're unique. They're a unique Space Marine faction. Deathwatch with the last bastion. Matt Ward, great time. Great time. They've lost their whole stick to Custodes. They've lost their model stick to Templars and DA. They've aged. Their lore is in limbo. They are C tier. I don't think they're lore. The lore's in limbo, but that's kind of like the nature of their lore, right? I wouldn't want to start Grey Knights now because a refresh must be coming at some point. Yeah, probably. Angron, how you doing, bud? Well done at the last weekend. Congrats, mate. I hope you're all recovered now. Did better than me, which is very important. Better than me, very important. If you just tuned in, like Angron, thank you, appreciate you. We're currently ranking armies on how they are to play on the tabletop, how they are to play against on the tabletop, model range, just like the general vibe of playing an army, not necessarily looking at like the competitiveness of it. We're talking about how they are to, as like a collection, you know. Do they act like they do on the in the books that they do on the tabletop? Do they have a cool model range? Are they fun to play with? Are they fun to play against? That's the vibe. The vibe. They should go in D because people are still whinging about the Matt Ward characters that were not that bad. But also, Grey Knights have some of the best animations, you know? They also have fucking Matt Ward, fucking Khaldor Drago, who's desperate for a model, to be fair. With one of the best animations. Is it this one? Where he's fucking sniffing warp dust, bro. Oh, it's not this one. Oh, this is a remix with Devil Trigger for fucking Devil May Cry. That's what it is. Yeah, he's Woodham. Is it still public? Is it not public anymore, the old one? The Trials of Drago. That was it. A classic.
Oh, the foul stench of demon. Where am I?
You're in the warp, Grey Knight.
Oh. 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 Anyway. Man. Anyway, this animation's great. You know? Chat, I'm getting demonetized, so please become a member because for the love of God, I'm making no money from this stream anymore.
Yes! Possess me, dark gods!
He's so good.
Oh, fuck. Take all! Take all the bird! Been too long. How you doing, Imperial?
They don't want going to the material universe?
What, this? No! I'm after visit some relatives in live terror, silly.
Those the ones I killed by feeding them to a great unclean one? I hear he's still pretty constipated.
Was that you? Jeez, alright, big guy, you got me. Nothing getting past you. Look, man, you can just give me a break. I got my second kid on the way. I really need this, man.
Where's it going, Carvoth?
Oh, you know. Nowhere important. Some silly archery world. It's probably gonna suck anyway, dude. But hey, I got a...
It's a fucking classic.
Time's pressing, so no need to kill me or anything, huh? I'll catch you on the...
It's classic. He just fucking starts sniffing water dust and killing everybody. He just fucking murders shit, bro. Grey Knight's A tier, man. Grey Knight, you should watch it. It's a very good video. I don't think that's the original. Yeah, that's not the original. I think it must have got taken down. That's not the original uploader, and it was re-uploaded 9 years ago. So yeah, I'm gonna say B tier. Great army, great models, dated models, granted, but the model kits are very. You can do a lot with the model kits, which is cool. This is before flash kits became cringe. Yeah. I'm definitely the type of person who's like, enjoy art of the time. You know? It's a good video. Don't mean I agree with them right now. Anyway, Imperial Knights next, okay? I think they suffer the same problem as Chaos Knights, but rather than War Dog spam, it's just kind of like... The problem is you need the small ones, but you don't necessarily want to take them Imperial Knights because they don't have all the options like Chaos Knights do. I think the Bondsman abilities are fun, but because you want all the different Bondsman abilities, you need loads of big knights, and then you take like 1 or 2 small ones, they get taken out first, and it's like, cool, I've got this really cool rule on my data sheet that doesn't actually work. Doesn't do anything now. Everyone spams Kanes. Yeah. They aren't as customizable kit-wise and can't have as much fun building them. Yeah, the big knights that you're taking more of aren't customizable. I think they were always going to be next to them, you know. I actually, to be honest, realistically, I say this a lot. I do see Imperial Knights and Chaos Knights as the same faction, you know. It's the same faction with different detachments. It's a Space Marine faction with an index. Either smash or get smashed, it's very polarizing. Yeah, that's also true. To play with Knights, it can be really brutal if someone just has all the anti-tank. If you have 0 anti-tank, it's brutal for your opponent. You know? So yeah, I think C tier. I think less than Chaos Knights just because they've got less models to play with. Yeah. Anyway, only a few factions left now, chat. We're on the last hurdle. So let's smash through these ones. Astra Militarum. Okay, Astra Militarum about to get a huge Death Cult of Krieg army to play with. They had a huge range come out last year as well. And the codex have got outdated very quickly. Which is always funny. World Eaters had the same problem. But Astra Militarum just had a huge range refresh. And they're getting basically the same range refresh, but everybody in gas masks. You know? They're getting all the Krieg stuff. So they have one of the most bloated codexes when that codex eventually comes out. It's going to be one of the most bloated codexes there is. However, they do kind of play like they do in the books, you know. They have a lot of tanks. They can take a lot of tanks. There's a wide range of tanks to choose from. You know. They're very much World War II in space, which is kind of like the role they fill. A lot of factions kind of fill a role of like a specific trope that they're trying to get into 40k. Astra Militarum fit World War II in space perfectly. You know. Katachani's going to be cut out. Katachani's probably going to be cut out, yeah. Those models are so ugly. Those models are extremely ugly. But they've got loads of cool tanks. Some of the tanks are a little bit dated. They've got the Rogel Dawn. They've got all the Baneblade options. They've got loads of different types of infantry now. Scions are really cool. I really, really like Scions. I think they're really fun. I haven't seen a new Combat Patrol, so I don't know anything about it. It's not been public. It's not published yet. So yeah, Scions are really cool. I really like the Aquilon models as well. They are a bit very broken on the table. I think the models are really cool. The Taurox, questionable for the tracks, but I always liked conversions of it. New Combat Patrol was in the preview, was it? Okay. I don't remember it. Are they S tier though? Are they an S tier army? I don't know. They're always pretty fun to play against because they die in droves, so that's kind of fun. You know? Maybe A tier? Looking at it, I think maybe one more army can go in S tier, but that'd be it. C tier because I have to wait 39 minutes for my opponents to do their orders. True. True. Maybe they sit there, but above demons, arguably better to play than demons, and play against. High A, low A, high B. I think they're good. They die in droves, which makes it fun to play against. They get loads of orders, which feels very thematic. The army always looks thematic no matter what. The indirect was a bit cringe. Bulgarins are kind of fun. Ogrins are a cool unit. Scions are really fun. The idea of tank commanders is cool. Just wish I had like a proper model for it, that's all. I'm fed up of like asking which one's the tank commander again. That'd be my only complaint. Tank commander needs a proper model. I know they have like the upgrade kit, but people just don't put it on, which is annoying. Okay. Necrons. Okay. Angry robots in space. They have a wide range of models to a point where they show off all different cults, you know? You've got the Destroyer cult, which is fully represented with a bunch of different models. You've got the Warrior cult with loads of different models. You've got the Catan, which are really cool. You've got all of the different types of vehicles. You've got the older floaty ones like the Ghost Ark and the Doomsday Arks. You've got the flyers with the flying croissants, which are really cool. You know? You've got the newer vehicles, all the Canoptech stuff, all the Wraiths, the Spiders. I think Necrons are S tier. I think Necrons are S tier. The Silent King, what a fucking beast he is. The Silent King. They have weapons called the Death Ray and the Doomsday Cannon. They've got all these fucking cool shit. You know? They've got the Monolith, one of the most iconic things. And I think the reprint of the newer model is sick. All the foot carriers looks identical. I don't think that's true. I mean, yeah, once upon a time. I don't think they do anymore. Fun to paint too, because like Grey Knights, you can put as much effort into it as you like and see amazing results for every tier of effort. Yeah, you can go super basic and go, I'm going to paint them as Sortec. They're all silver with green bits. Call it a day. You know? But there's so much you can do. Trazing, so cool. Imotech, decent. You know, Orican, very sick model. Martin Orlando, very much a legend. Thank you for the gifted, dude. Really appreciate it. It's up to 3. We've been trying to hit 20, but I also appreciate that they've got 30 viewers. So we're not worrying too much about that. So thank you for the gifted, dude. Really appreciate it. Necrons fit the lore. They do keep coming back. They don't go down quickly. You know, you can run them in many different ways and play with it really well. You can play the Hyper Crypt, which is a fun way to play. You can run swarms of models. You can run Canoptech, which is cool. It's like the first time in a long time, or first time for Necrons where you can have like loads of Canoptech stuff, and that'd be like a valid way to play. So you can kind of be like, well, this tomb world is just waking up, so it's just Canoptech stuff in my army. You know? But it's also a really good way to play the army. You know? And then you got Hypercrypt, which is also enjoyable. Having fucking space robots teleport everywhere. The Lich Guard are cool. The Triarch stuff is kind of lacking, but it's fun. You know, you got like the Triarch Praetorians, and you got the Triarch Stalker. All the vehicles are cool. I think the rest here. Good books. Yeah, good books. Cool characters. Bring back Pariahs. I don't think they need Pariahs. I think Lich Guard fill that gap perfectly. I took Dark Angels to Nova in 2023, went 4-2. Took Custodians to Nova in 2024, went 0-6. Yikes. Tesseract Vault. Fucking cool. Obelisk. Cool. Maybe Necrons are my favorite army. Maybe Necrons are my favorite army. Yo, Ziggy! Dude! Dude, thank you so much for the members, man. Holy shit. Holy shit, dude. Thank you so much. That's so kind. That is so kind. Mate, 10 members. That's crazy, man. And we've only got fucking 30 viewers. You're dropping 10. Literally gifting to a third of the viewers. Holy shit. Thank you, dude. Honestly, thank you. That's really generous. I've been away for a few weeks, and like coming back, you look at like the YouTube stat page, and it's just like depressing. And it's like, oh my god, I've literally fell off. No one cares about me. You know, you come back, everything's grey, down arrows, revenue down, views down, subs down. Shit, people like Ziggy, or just like even just people who drop 1 like Martin. You know, it just honestly, it does make a huge difference. Like, dropping 1, dropping 5, dropping 10. Obviously, the more you drop, the better. But dropping 1 does make a huge difference. So I really appreciate it. May our nights be greater than our names. That's true. So, Ziggy, thank you, mate. I really appreciate it. That's a really, really generous dude. That's very kind. Thank you so much for the 10. Thank you. What a fucking boy. I don't think Ziggy's even said anything. Ziggy, have you said anything tonight? I'd feel like you haven't. It comes in, drops 10, silent. Silent. Thank you, mate. Really appreciate it. So yeah, I think Necron's S tier. I think they're right up there, you know? Congratulations on the engagement. Thank you, Ziggy. Appreciate you. That's very kind of you. Thank you so much. What a lad. Appreciate you. Okay, orcs. Orc time. Orcs are a funny one, I think. Because I think every orc player would put them in S. You know? I think every orc player would put orcs in S tier. But are they S tier? Are they actually S tier? I was thinking about a Necron list next year, then the Eldar stuff was showed, and now I'm leaning back to robots again. I think just Necrons are just consistently fun all the time. I think that's the thing with them, is they're always consistently fun. Eldar have peaks and troughs, definitely. Orcs seem fun, but actually not. Yeah. Orcs seem fun, but then if you're playing with them, you're kind of just shoving models around and then calling a war and then hope for the best. Which I'm going to say it, chat. I'm going to say it. I'm going to be brave. Okay. I'm going to be very brave and say it. People calling wars at tournaments, and I'm calling Magoo out here as well. Like, I can't not. It is a bit annoying. All right? Not annoying that I'm going to say I want people to stop. Not annoying that I think it should be banned. But it is annoying. It is annoying, okay? Do I think those people should be silenced? No. They're just having fun, okay? They're just having a bit of fun, which is fine. It's fine. However, if I'm playing at a table and someone behind me was, and I didn't even know they were playing orcs, it is a bit annoying. It does make you jump. It makes Warhammer unique, though. You can't shout like an anime character at Yu-Gi-Oh! Tournament. Also true. Inky, what do you reckon? He's gone. Never mind. Try getting him involved. You can't shout like that in like a card game. I don't think people should stop doing it, but personally, you know. I'm still for the giant cardboard sign when you hold. When you, oh yeah, who was that? Oh, I can see his face. I just can't remember his name. Ah, Steve. There you go. Remembered. I'm so bad with names, especially with tournaments, because you meet so many people very quickly. But yeah, Steve with the war banner, but his little sign that just waved it when he wanted to call a war. That was hilarious. That was hilarious. I don't know if anyone's got a picture on Discord or anything. But that was good. That was very good. Imagine if Slanesh had a shout and played shout at that events. We can't big up imaginary world eater shadow boxes and call out orc wargers. We can, because the shadow boxing wasn't real. That's why it's funny. So are they D tier? No. Are they S tier? No, I think they're high A though, right? Because their models are cool. They play like they do on the table. They model like they do in the book. So they play like they do in the book lore. They model like they do in the lore. I wonder what you're doing, that's all.
Agreeing that saying wow is cringe.
Georgie says saying wow is cringe. So I think A tier. I do think they're A tier. Because they are kind of fun. The models are cool. The conversion opportunities is very cool. You know? They've got a lot going on. They've got a wide range, which is nice. The new vehicles are gorgeous. Just like you, little inkster. You gonna come up here? And you come sit. And you come sit. What are you up to? And if you didn't know, chat, I'm a cat dad now. And I think it's on to eat plastic, so I need a second. What are you eating? You're eating bubble wrap. Stop it. Give me the bubble wrap. Give me this. This is not for you. Oh, I've got it stuck under my chair. I've scared him now because he doesn't like the noise. Man, he's such a pain. He loves to eat any and all plastic. Like plastic? Yum. Are you reckon to play vibes to play as or play against? Both. Both. Mostly to play with, but obviously we're taking into account if you're annoying to play against, then that's taken into account as well. They love the rustling noise. Yeah, I think so. We have like some little plastic toys, so I think for reference. We have like these that rustle. So obviously we play with these, and then it's just like any plastic is for me, isn't it? Hey. Come say hi. Come say hi. Come here. No, not bothered. You are bothered. Oh, hello. This is little Inky, everybody. You gonna jump on the desk? What would you rate Orcs, Inky? What would you rate Orcs? You just get the tail. He likes to sit behind the monitor, to be fair. What's this? No, that's just cats. It's one cat to dad to another. This is now your life. Just get them some boxes. Yeah, we got boxes in the front room for them. He likes the lights on my sound card. So like when I talk, obviously it lights up. He likes that, and he likes the mouse, ironically. We got a little cloud as well. Anyway, stop eating the plastic. He's eating a Ziploc bag now. Where were we? We are on Adeptus Sororitas. Okay. Adeptus Sororitas. So the Sisters of Battle. So Sisters have a really nice range of models. This is Cloud, everyone. I don't know if you've met. This is Cloud, as you can see. Cloud's very funny on camera. Hey. Hello. Not sure yet. Oh, scratching your head on the arm, Subby. So we've got Little Cloud and we've got Inky on the desk. We've got both. I can't believe both of you have come to grace us and say hi. Oh, you've seen the mouse, haven't you? You've seen the mouse. So he likes the pointer, you see. He's following the pointer. You can't quite see. The back of the emojis were hot, which you like. Yeah, true. What are you up to? Just chilling. So this is what I have to deal with right now, which is kind of annoying. Is one, Cloud likes cables, which is obviously not good. Excuse me. No. Where is it? Where is... So he's currently watching the mouse, if you can see. That's why he loves to follow. Get chat. Get chat. Get it. Get it. Get it. That's so dumb. The room is safe for them. The problem is his cable's everywhere, right? But I got my charging cable dangling down. She loves to get that. So I just moved it. Anyway, where were we? We're talking about Sisters of Battle. So Adeptus Sororitas have a wide range. They've got a lot of nice models. Obviously, they have a lot of sisters as an army, like the sisters models. They also have the fact that they have all the mechanical stuff. Like they have the Repentia, they have the Arcoflagellants. They have some really cool tanks, like the organs and stuff. Like the organ tanks are really fun. And they have like all the preacher stuff as well. The problem is they've always been annoying to play with or against, you know. They've always been like super weak or super strong. Again, it's one of those, it's kind of like GW have always struggled to like balance it as a whole. 80 Miracle Dice knocks them down from S. Fun lore, great models, not fun to play against. Yeah, that's the thing, right? Is because like Miracle Dice either are cracked or crap. So I don't think they're S tier. Definitely not. The range of models is really nice. True. They're fun to paint. True. They're kind of annoying to build because a lot of them can feel like snap fit. Especially like the Celestants. The shield guys. I mean, they're like B. Tops. Maybe even C. They might even be like top of C. Maybe B, push Eldar down. I don't think I could push Eldar down, to be honest. Stop going after my pointer. Sacrosanct, that's it. Do you mind? Stop scratching my screen. It's not real. It's not real, Inky. Where's Cloud gone? She left. I think she has. So yeah, so like, yeah, the Miracle Dice doesn't. Do they act like they do on the table? Not really. Do Miracle Dice fully represent that? Not really. Always just comes across as broken. Paint them A tier, play them B or C. Yeah, we'll put them in B. Alright, 6 left. If Inky will let me, because he thinks it's behind the monitor now. Space Marines, baby! Space Marines, we're finally doing the poster boys of the faction. Finally doing the poster boys, Space Marines time. Okay, this is Codex Space Marines, no indexes. You know? Space Marines are no indexes. This is Ultramarines, White Scars, Raven Guard, Iron Hands, etc. Okay? Vanilla Space Marines. They have the largest model range, or one of the largest model ranges ever. Ever? You know? The models. I mean, the Primaris sometimes leave a lot to be desired. You know? The models leave a lot to be desired a lot of the time. But they just play well every time. You know? Gladius Task Force. So good. So good. Vanguard. So fun. Centurion Devastators. So sick. They're Space Marines. They can't be any lower than B tier, surely. Without Space Marines, we have nothing. Without Space Marines, you don't have any other faction in the game. They're fun to play with. You know what you're getting. He's obsessed with the fucking volume on screen right now. He's obsessed with the volume. Whenever I talk, obviously there's a fucking volume thing on my screen as well. And he's obsessed with that. I'll show you. He keeps attacking... It keeps attacking this. Oh, I don't know why it's green. Inky, what did you do to my phone? Anyway. Very funny. Very funny cat. Very dumb cat. You're the gremlin, we've noticed. You're the gremlin of the cats. And then Cloud is just cute. Cute, isn't she? Hmm? Demure, mindful, not like you, dickhead. Little dickhead scratching my monitor. Space Marines, yeah. So they have like a wide range. All the detachments, while some of them better than others, all of them work really well as detachments. I think. I don't think any of the detachments are bad. In a way that like I don't think they're like, oh my god, this is just like a crap detachment. It doesn't mean anything. I think they're all fun to play. The problem is everybody plays them. You see them everywhere, you know? If you're not a huge fan of Space... Stop jumping on my monitor, bro. Bro. Stop jumping on my monitor. You're just having a drink now, are you? You're so dumb. You are the dumbest cat ever. And I love you so much. I love you so much, dumb cat. Look at you. Come here. Look how dumb he is. Look how stupid he is. And he doesn't want to love me. So he means my baby boy. He keeps attacking everything. Don't buy the cable, bro. Don't bite the cable, man. He's attacking everything. Hey. So yeah, so space... I'm going to get those space marines eventually. Oh, you found this, have you? That your mom, your cat mom made for me. Okay, we're going to take that off you, I'm afraid. I'll put that away. That's not for you. Let him. I'm not letting him bite cables. So anyway, Space Marines. They've got a wide range of vehicles. All the vehicles are very cool, very iconic. Again, you can't say Space Marine. You can't say Warhammer 40k without some sort of Space Marine, which obviously makes them a much higher tier. They're kind of fun to play. Sometimes a little basic, arguably, but I think that kind of adds to the charm. It's kind of like a lot of their raw strength is just the data sheets are really good. The weapons are really fun. Are you lying down here? Okay. I think Space Marines, arguably up there, mid-B. I think probably there. You need to put the cat's eye room here all night. Is that not adding to the fun of it? Is that not adding to the fun of the stream? Cat's the reason none of my Chimeras have intact aerials. I swear I'm not modeling for advantage. Yeah, true. Yeah, I think he likes the monitor because it's hot as well. Well, this one's cold and he's attacking this one. That's fine. Space Wolves. Okay, Space Wolves are a dumb faction, let's be honest. Space Wolves are very dumb. Stop scratching my monitor, please. You're pairing. Stop scratching the monitor. Just stop. Just... Good. He's sat. He's just sat. Now he's on the pointer again. Space Wolves, the thing is with Space Wolves is they have just a... It's like love. It is Marmite, right? It is just Marmite. You either love the Thunderwolves or you don't. There's no in between. You don't kind of like the Thunderwolves. I like them. I think they're kind of... But I like them because they're dumb. You know? I think I played Warhammer long enough to realize that most of it is just stupid. You know? Stop scratching the monitor, bro. You're pairing, okay? You're pairing. You don't need to scratch the monitor. What about if I get you a cushion? Eh? What if I put your cushion here? I might sit on here. You can sit there. That's the highest of the desk. Yeah, you'll sit next to it and tap the monitor again. It's gone. No, don't put your claw down the side of it, dickhead. Can you get some purr ASMR? No, it's too quiet. My noise cancelling is too much. Carcassy, thank you for the gifted. I really appreciate it. That's very kind of you, bud. Thanks so much for the gifted. I really, really appreciate it. Let me try changing the mic. That might help. I'm going to have to close the app to make it non-green. No, it's blue. What the fuck? I don't know what's happening with the fucking colour correction on this. Oh, there we go. This is what I'm dealing with. Can we swap the mics? You might be able to hear something. My phone's on him. It's like I'm listening for a heartbeat. Anyway. Why do we set up cat cam? The reason I set up cat cam is because they don't sit in one place. He's either pairing or sat on a motorbike. That's okay. We got it then. Come here. Come here. Look, I'm going to put you a cushion right in front of you. How's this? God damn it. Let me get rid of that. Space Wolves, baby. Yeah, so the model range is kind of like hit or miss for people. I think it's fun. Again, I think it's fun. You know, I think the model range is cool. I like the Thunderwolves, but they are very dumb. All right, it's very dated as well. A lot of the old Wolf Riders are fine cast, like the characters and stuff, which is kind of like annoying. And the thing is with it is they only have one way to play right now. It's spam wolves and use Hunter's Instinct. That's kind of what he's saying. Gotta remember when mine were that small. Yeah, he's very small. I say it's just 3 or 4 months old, I think. I think it was end of July. So 4 months. Remember everyone, subs and super chats no longer go to Mikey. They go to find the lies of true master of the house now. Yes, exactly. Yeah, they just go to cats. How did you fall over? Are you lying down here? He's making biscuits on some tape. Okay. I'm trying to give you cushions so you can make biscuits on there. Why are you making it on tape, bro? So yeah, Space Wolves, they've got one play style. Wolf Jail is crap. Oh, we've got Little Cloud as well now on the keyboard. Wolf Jail's crap to play against. It's fun to play with, tell you now. But they've only got what they're kind of like a one-trick pony. So I think like low C. You know? I think low C. They're one-trick pony. They've only got one detachment to play with outside of the White Sky detachment. If that ever got nerfed, Space Wolves is a dead faction. You know? Wolf and a rough sculpt. I like the Wolfen, but the problem is they're like kind of like they only go together one way. So like kind of seeing the same guy jumping off a rock with the claws is just cringe. You know? Is cringe. What isn't cringe? Just look at her. Look at the beauty. Hello. Are you meowing, are you? You're meowing. He's attacking my screen. Come on, bro. Okay, we've got 4 left. I'm going to get there. I like how I got most of it done like an hour and a half. And the last 2 have taken me half an hour because you keep attacking my monitor. Stop attacking the monitor. Leave it. Leave it. Yesterday he was playing Pokemon with me, though, to be fair. It was very cute. Tau Empire. D tier. We're moving on. Tau. Okay. Big mecha suits. You know? Big mecha suits. You'd think I'd be well in, but I'm really not. I thought I should be in, but I'm not. I'm not interested. I don't care about Tau. But man, do they look good when they're painted? You know? Do they look good when they're painted? Holy shit, they do. You know? They look so good when painted. Especially like big C's. Holy shit, they're so good. They're so, so good. Are you biting my fucking business cards, bro? What's this? There we go. What I should do is put something in here, shouldn't I? So it rattles. Genius. Genius, Mikey. A memory card. Sorry, that was the cat. Inky. Inky, stop jumping at my monitor, dude. What's this? Literally giving him a rattle to try and distract him from my monitor. Yeah. You know, watch it instead. They're not biting. They're not biting. Oh, maybe they are. Nice. Okay, we've got him off the desk just so he stops attacking the monitor for a minute while I finish this. So yeah, so Tau, the battle suits don't personally talk to me, but I know they talk to people, right? They definitely talk to people, and the Tau fan base are very rabid for Tau, you know? People go rabid for Tau when they play Tau, you know? I used to put out Tau battle reports. I always did the best because people really wanted to see them, you know? Where did Inky go? Oh, he's over there. Tau always did the best in like performance because people were like obsessed with watching them play. What else? The models, they're very uniform. The problem is with Tau is like When they're good, they're too good because they only act in one phase. They're very one-dimensional, which I think Tau players like, but I think playing against them makes them a bit annoying. You know? Just make them a little bit annoying. I've lost one of the cats. I don't know where he's gone. I hope he's not broken anything. He'll be fine. I'll hear him in a minute, I'm sure. Oh, there he is. So yeah, so I think Tau... They're probably up there. They're like kind of like a Grey Knights, you know what I mean? A little one-dimensional, but they've got some tricks. People really like them. I think they're a good B. The Tau mech don't suit you. No, I don't like Tau mechs. Ironically. I love mechs, obviously. I'm a huge Evangelion fan. I don't like the Tau mech. Okay, Star Army, because table your opponent is an easily and understandable win con. True. Fanboys want to fanboy, haters want to taste salt. Yeah. Everyone is still sour from Triple Tide. Yeah, true. True. Okay, last three. Tyranids. Tyranids, baby. Tyranids. Okay. Tyranids are sick as a model range, but they're too small. They're so dated. That's their problem. You know? They're very much a dated faction. They're really small. They're really, really small. Did you get the joke? Did I miss the joke? What the Tau mech don't suit you? Is it it's a suit? My other hobby is Gunpla, and I don't like Tau mechs either. Yeah. So Tyranids are really cool. I think the new model range, the newer stuff is really sick. I love the Screamer Killer. I think the head's funny, but I think it's really cool. The Norn Emissary is so nice. You know, it's so cool. The new Gaunts and Genestealers, etc. are all just nice kits. They're just like very faithful to the old ones, which is more detail. The older stuff is the problem. The Carnifex, the Hive Tyrants, the Swarm Lord. It's all small. It's all tiny. They don't play like the law. No, they don't play like the law. No way. Because obviously like Swarm armies don't really work right now, which is a bit annoying. But the big monsters do kind of work, which is also fun. So like Crusher Stampede is like a playstyle. It is kind of lore-based, but it's fun. You know? It's kind of cool. But they are a little bit lacking, which is why they can't be like A tier, I don't think. I do think they land in the B tier as well. I think what we're going to end up doing is putting Tyranids there, and we're probably going to move Eldari down. We're probably going to have to move Eldar down. Because B is getting too long. And maybe a new Grey Knights up one. Before I put the last two in. Nids don't work, Exocrine works. True. True. Or Nids is almost staple in a lot of teams. Yeah, but it's just like a denial list, right? It's just like, I've got too much stuff, you can't deal with it. It's not really like a real playstyle. Where are you going for a normal distribution? I'm trying to make it a bit balanced, you know what I mean? I don't want like all of them in A tier, because then what's the point of a tier list? They're all the same. Okay, Leagues of Votann, our newest faction. The newest faction in 40k. Get C and D, you have a perfect split. Yeah. Our newest faction. The thing is with Votann, is they're such a limited faction. They have like a wide range. They try and do a lot on the tabletop. They try and have combat units, try and have shooting units. But they don't have a lot of units to do that, so it all feels like you've only got one unit that can do something. Like World Eaters, they don't have a lot of units, right? World Eaters don't have a lot of units, but all of those units are all combat-based, so it feels like you have choice. Whereas Leagues of Votann, they can do shooting, they can do combat, but they've only got like one or the other, like units-wise. So it feels like you've got no choice. You've got to take this unit, you've got to take this unit. So they feel very limited, even though they've probably got like a similar amount of units now. I think a little bit less, but still. You kind of like get my point. The newest faction, World Eaters and Imperial Agents weeping. Imperial Agents and World Eaters aren't newer than Votan. Votan's literally brand new. And Imperial Agents have been a thing for like ages. But I think with Votan, they have a lot of character. And I think with Votan, they've got a lot of potential. They've got a lot of potential, but I think they're lacking in units. I think they're C tier. You know? I think they're fun to play. They've got potential, but they're not there yet. You know? My only knowledge about Votan is they used to be squats, and people seemed upset that they didn't come back like the squats they remembered. Yeah. Yeah. That's the thing, though. The thing is, what they were based on is, like, really dated as well. Like, guys on motorbikes with sunglasses. Doesn't really work. It wouldn't really sell now. But I think as a faction, they're kind of cool. The units they have are cool, but they're just, like... They're kind of like one-trick pony as well. It's just spam Sagittars and Land Fortresses right now. They worship AI into D tier. They go. True. Very true. And then finally, Death Watch. Don't have an army. Literally the worst army in the game. Done. That, everybody, is my tier list. And that took me so long to load that up to zoom in. That, everybody, is my tier list, baby. This is every faction ranked on vibe. Every faction ranked on, are they actually any fun to play in this game? Do they act like they do on the table? Do they look and sound? Do they bark like they should bark? Do they quack like they should quack? Or are they just loads of models on the table and that's how you win? Drop Votan and the squat Necromunda team at the same time. Prefer the Necromunda style. Yeah, the Necromunda style's cool. Definitely. Definitely. I think Votan are fun, but I agree with your sentiment. Yeah, I think they're fun, but they're just like, again, like a one-trick pony. They kind of like fall with Space Wolves, where Space Wolves have a wider range, but are forced to be a one-trick pony. Leagues of Votan don't have the option to not be a one-trick pony. Of just like, we run Sagittars, and that's it. You know? That's what I think, anyway. That's just my opinion. If you don't like my opinion, you can make your own tier list and post it on the Discord, !Discord. The symmetry of your list pleases me. Yeah, it's a little bit on purpose as well. Death card of World Eaters being so high makes me excited for Emperor's Children. I think Emperor's Children will probably have like a similar vibe of like they play like they do on the they should do, and they have really cool models, you know? I think Thousand Suns would be up there if they weren't so confusing to play. Okay, my brain is saying there needs to be another faction. It needs to go in B. Well, we don't have one just yet. We need Emperor's Children. World Eater Scout Rush can be so annoying, but far from impossible to deal with. Yeah, but the thing is with World Eaters, you kind of know what you get into when you play them, right? The Lord of the Emperor's Children is how I got sold on 4K, so to actually get credit after all this time makes me so excited. Yeah, it's going to be sick. It's going to be so good. So yeah, there's my tier list anyway. I think it's a decent tier list of like, you know, which armies. If you like, I love 40k. I love every faction equally. What army should I play? These are the three I'd recommend. You know, these are ones that are fun. These are very, very good. These ones are pretty fun. You know, C, you're gonna run into issues, and D, I just wouldn't recommend, especially a first army. You know, people will pick them up, but I wouldn't recommend it. I wouldn't say, you know what, first time player, go and pick up Genestealer Cults. But I would recommend everything in S to B. You know, if there's like some other factors. If we're looking at every faction, you like them equally. Out of 100, you're all 100. S definitely, A probably, B. if you fancy it. You know, there needs to be some other factor that led me to it. You know, C, wouldn't recommend to play, especially a first army, and then D, they're just really bad for the game, I think. Are you saying if the first time player shouldn't spend 3K? Are you saying a first time player shouldn't spend 3K on an admech army? Funnily enough, probably the best way to get used to buying Warhammer is spending the most on the most expensive army, so every other army feels cheap. So yeah, I think that's good though. I think, yeah, I think I'm pretty happy with that, to be honest. I think I'm pretty happy with that. So anyway, chat, I think that's about it. I think that's about it for today. That is the stream. That is everything. More like 5K and admech army. True. I'm going to be back this Sunday the 1st of December, and every day in December. Okay? Great stream. Thanks, bud. I'll probably release this as a video sometime next week as well, so if you do see it pop up again, make sure you like it and leave a comment. So yeah, so I'm gonna be back every day in December up until Christmas, because we've got charity streams to do, part of the Jingle Jam, which obviously I announced at the beginning of the stream, which is very cool. So I'm working with Yozcast and Calm, campaign against living miserably, to do a fundraiser next week. We've got all the detachments to review, and also there's like a cool game that's coming out on Sunday, which I think might be fun to play on stream. Zabz, thank you for the gifted. Thank you so much for the gift. We made 15. That's really cool. Thank you guys. Really appreciate it all. So yeah, there's a new game that's coming out on Sunday, which I think will be a good stream game. It's been designed from the ground up to be a stream frustration game called Get to Work. Get a wee heated blanket, and that'll encourage the kids to nap in one location for the cat camp. Yeah, definitely. So I want to make that like a little, that down there, you can't see, I'm zoomed in, a little cat cove. That's where I'd like them to hang out. So yeah, a heated blanket's good. I'll be honest, I've just been fucking poor since I came home from Japan. So we're going out to like buy him we bought a bunch of toys, and we're like, we're not getting anything else till we get paid. Which ironically was today. How do you look at wish list these days? Let's have a look. Love this stream. Thanks, bud. It's fun as well, you know. I didn't want to do a game stream tonight. I'm not quite ready for it. I'll be honest, chat. I don't want to say too much, but I think there will only be one more game stream this month, and it'll be the charity stream. And then we'll take it from there. I don't want to go too much into it, but it's the kind of reason I'm doing a big Black Friday sale. Just letting you know, big Black Friday sale. Everything's 20% off if you're logged into a free account. And also, if you are a member, you can use !Discord to join the Discord. Okay. And there's a discount code there that gets you an additional 15% off your order. So when you order, you go on. If I show you, do a little show. Little show and tell. Go to hellstormwargaming.co.uk/shop. As you can see, you go here. If you logged in, free account, everything's on discount. As you can see, member discount. T-shirts like half price. These aren't discount because they're made to order. That's the only reason. Discount. If you use a code at the discount at the checkout in your cart, I can't show you because it'll pop up. But if you remember, there's a discount code that gets you an additional 50% off until Monday. Okay. So you get 32% off any product you order, basically. That's not made to order. But yeah, the reason I'm doing that, the reason I'm like, kind of like, there's going to be one charity stream, battle report left, and then that's it, is a bit pooey, but hopefully if they get things sorted. But that's why there's a big sale. Okay, so if you want to support me for the potential, that'd be really cool. How do you find wish list? There we go, wish list. It's called Get to Work. It's made by a YouTuber I really like. I watch every single day. And it's voiced by a YouTuber I really like. And it's got other voice acting from other YouTubers I really like. But it's basically like a rage game. It's kind of like Getting Over It mixed with Stanley Parable. That's the vibe I'm getting.
And you may be thinking that the rollerblades are a little goofy. But just last year, people were selling other people's digital copies of monkeys to try and get ahead. So, rollerblades are really not that far-fetched. And who doesn't like a little speed in their life? So, rollerblades it is. And who knows, maybe one day you'll be the CEO. You're certainly dressed for it.
So the point is, it's climbing the corporate ladder, but with rollerblades. Is that Sea Dog? It sure is.
With all things in life, nothing comes for free. Between the layoffs, pay docs, roadblocks, and stock drops, it certainly won't be easy. But just remember that everyone struggles to climb the corporate ladder, so try not to get too discouraged. Good luck.
So it's called Get to Work. It comes out on Sunday. I'm not paid to sponsor it or anything. I'll show it off. But oh no, it comes out on Monday. Oh, I thought it came out on Sunday. Bugger. Anyway, I'd like to play that on stream, which would be cool. So yeah, so it's the brainchild of Atro, which I really like. So yeah, so I want to play that on stream, which would be fun. That was hilarious. It does. It's a rage game. You know what I mean? It's like getting over it. The climbing one that came out recently. Is this a 2030 Mr. Beast challenge video? Yeah. But it looks really sick, and I thought it'd be fun. It's literally designed to be a game to play on stream, so I thought I'd play it on stream. So, and yeah, it's gonna be it's like Stanley Parable, but with other voice actors as well. One of them being Sea Dog VA, which is cool. But yeah, it looks fun. It looks very fun. So anyway, I'm gonna play that next week as well. But yeah, the first stream, hopefully Sunday. Depending how things happen, I've got a couple of plans for it. But the main one is looking at the first detachment, I think. You know, we've got the first detachment coming out from GW as part of Grotmus. So that's going to be something that we're hopefully going to have a look at on Sunday. But yeah, I'll be live every single day. So no longer will be tracking how late I am, because if I do miss a stream, I'm just going to drop 5 members. Okay, I'll just give 5 members out straight away. All right. Space Marine detachment on Sunday for sure. Probably. I'll be honest. I'd be surprised if it wasn't Space Marines. But then also, if it's kind of like Tyranids, Necrons, or Death Guard, I'd also be like, yeah, fair enough, because they're kind of like relatively new starter armies. But if it's not one of those, I'd be very surprised. Maybe it could be Death Watch, which is technically Space Marines, but not really. Play co-op Stardew Valley. The thing is with it is my sort of vibe. I can't play comfy games because people get bored. I have to play games that make me mad because people like that. So anyway, chat. Thank you so much for watching. Thanks to all the members. Obviously, thank you to Jace for becoming a parasocial, and thank you again to Ziggy for the big 10. That's really appreciated, bud. And I'll catch you on Sunday, probably with some cats, maybe with a special guest. That's what I'm hoping, but we'll see. So see you Sunday. I'll let you know when. Make sure you join the Discord. Let's join Discord in chat. Or there's a link in the description. I'll see you then. Join there, and then you'll know when I'm going live. I'll tell you on the day. Love you all, and bye. 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 Bye.